3. We are live.
No way, live? What does that feel like?
I don't know,
Hello,
I don't feel
welcome.
alive.
Well, it's been a while since we've been here. My goodness. Life and internet and things in the way. But, yes, welcome. This is session 26 of Roll for Severity's second D&D campaign. We stream live every Sunday at noon PST right here at twitch.tv/rollforseverity. I am Miss Wolfinger, the DM of this campaign, and I am joined by the three lovely people that you see before you, Kit, Tom, and Giggle. If you're looking to rewatch any of the past episodes, they're all uploaded to YouTube, and you can find them a week or so after they've aired, assuming Giggle, dots all his I's and whatnot.
Assuming Giggle doesn't fuck up.
He's been pretty good about it, so you can rewatch any old episodes at your convenience. Before we get underway, there's a few quick things to go over. First things first, each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. This includes things like direct donations, bits, subscriptions, and then any sales from the Roll for Severity store. This month's charity is the Community Health Empowerment and Wellness Project, or the CHEW Project for short. They provide provisions, resources, and education for LGBTQ youth and young adults facing barriers like mental health, poverty, homelessness, substance abuse, sexual health, and any queer-related barriers. They also offer no-cost counseling, crisis intervention, peer support, STI testing, and have a drop-in office for basic needs, support, and more. You can find them on their website at chewprojectyeg.org or on Twitter at chewprojectyeg. Is Cat misbehaving?
Yeah, Ian has a fan in the had a fan in the window, and the cats decided that they wanted to now scale said fan.
Oh, so now no one gets a fan.
Well, when the fan's on, they stay away from it. But now that it was off, so that it's not being picked up on mic, they're like, I want to climb on top of this, and if I let them, they will eventually find a way of either pushing out the window or getting stuck on the other side between the screen and the fan.
Fucking cats. Right on. Way to go, Cinder. Yes, so check out True Project. Great organization. Second off, I mentioned the Roll for Severity store. There's one there. It's full of super cool swag. You can get your mugs, your baby tees, your stickers. There's also a link somewhere down below the stream. You can find it on tpublic.com/user/roll-for-severity. The last point to make is this is not a pre-made 5th ed campaign. We have varied rules, use different player mechanics, and make in-game adjustments. So the rules as you know them may not always be as written. It's going to be all homebrewed up in here. So to my players, thinking back weeks and weeks and weeks ago, what do you remember happening last time?
We gaslit a town.
You gaslit a town. I knocked out, impersonated, then unimpersonated, and unknocked out a guy.
Oh, yeah.
All he wanted to do was go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I was like waffled on if you are impersonating Cultist, is what I wrote
Yes.
down. I was like, this is great, you're gonna like infiltrate him, and then it was like, nope, back out.
Yeah, no, I don't remember what our reasoning was for backing out, but I'm sure it was good.
I think it was we wanted to follow them.
Yeah, we opted to follow them to their hideout. We opted to not go and knock out what's her dingle? Sorry, what was that, Mel?
Meeks?
Yes, Meeks.
Yeah, there were enough cultists and clothes that would fit all of you, because I made sure there was like this big beefy orc, and just in case you guys decided you wanted to sort of impersonate them, so that was a plan I did account for.
Except for the problem of we don't know where we're going.
Yeah, I thought maybe you could like coerce Meeks into I don't know, I didn't quite figure it out, I just thought.
I mean, it's not something beyond the capability of Nick to be able to coordinate for the rest of the party. But yeah, it was. I think it was mostly we don't know where we're going. We should probably just follow them.
Yeah.
I was just imagining a scenario where we successfully like impersonate all the cult members, and then it's like, all right, where we're going? Ah, fuck.
Exactly. Yeah, no, not practical, but there were ways. So yes, you after waking up from the gas that had knocked you out, made it back to Irisol, got some more information, decided you wanted to confront Meek, so you did a stakeout at her house, and you watched her slip off into the night, where you shadowed her, learned that she was there for a booty call.
Yeah. And yeah, we gaslit the town because Naroke can't stealth for shit, so we gaslit the town so he wouldn't have to, and we all just played dumb.
Oh, right, sorry, that was regarding pretending you were new in town, even though...
It was the first time we walked into town. We even went up to Meeks' house and fucked with her, too.
That's right, that hurt my brain. It was just so dumb. Yes, the mayor and vendors alike being like, oh, we're new in town. Hello, do you have any diamonds or something? Whatever it was.
Yep. And
Just
like, no,
in
you
your own
bought
weird
diamonds
way.
yesterday. I'm like, impossible. This is the first day I got into town.
And you just say it so convincingly that everyone thinks they're going nuts. Maybe they are. Yep, after gaslighting...
Even some of the people in town were like, no, I've never seen this person before. I definitely would recognize them.
Yeah.
And unclear whether they genuinely hadn't seen us, they were just committing to the bit.
You will never know.
Just one of the people. I just want to fuck with my friend here, so I'm just gonna go along with these people, make my friend think that they're absolutely batshit crazy.
Insane. It's also not a tiny town. It's completely plausible that there are people that didn't see you.
Yeah. We also
but either way,
implicate. Fuck, brain is dropping names. No. Our lovely lady who we've dragged along through all of this.
Oh, Endress?
Endress.
Yes, I believe you brought Endress for this task. Shadowing and following people into the woods, but no, you've not. She hasn't gotten her hands dirty yet.
Did we bring her along with us for this? I thought she had stayed back at the... she had been investigating the cult of the Mind's Eye.
Right, you did ask her, oh, maybe that was it. Maybe it was just stay there and do not come to... Okay, never mind.
That's bowling and played with the jukebox.
Yes. How could I forget the bowling alley scene? Yeah, beat up some pin jockeys. Infiltrated the secret hideout in the bowling alley.
Stole a guy's sandwiches.
Ate it in front of him.
And ate it in front of him.
Yeah.
We almost missed the bowling alley arc.
Yeah, we woke the unconscious guy up by stabbing him under the fingernail, and the first thing he saw was a giant lizard eating his sandwich.
Sandwich.
Was it any good, Marsh?
Portions were a bit small.
Could have used mayonnaise.
Turkey's a little dry. Yeah, bowling alley arc, that was not just strung together with, bubblegum and paper clips, not at all.
Definitely not. Mel had that plan from the beginning, right?
Which gave you guys... How did we even get to bowling alley? I'm sorry.
So the bowling alley came around because...
You ad-libbed... We were like, hey, is there anywhere that you're not allowed to go in town? And you ad-libbed, yeah, the bowling alley. We're like, fuck yeah, we're going to the bowling alley. Yep. And then you had to make a bowling alley.
That's right.
This keeps happening to you.
Yeah, you ad-libbed something, just like, oh yeah, the party's not going to care about this. They're not going to latch on to this. No, that's exactly what we'll latch on to.
We're sorry we keep doing this to you, Mel.
Fight Club all over again. Nah, it's great.
Everywhere is Fight Club, it's fine.
It's my own fault for saying bowling alley in a freaking medieval fantasy setting. First thing that came to mind.
I mean, hey, curling used to be throwing frozen turkeys across a lake, so why not?
That's not true, is it? That can't be true. All right. Moving on. I'm choosing not to believe that.
I'm choosing to incorporate that 100% into my belief system.
Followed the cultists. They went into this creepy, cool cave in the forest, shadowed in behind them, where you came out to... Dun-dun-dun-dun! This scene that you've definitely not seen before. Actually, you have.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Forgot to pull up roll 20. I knew I was forgetting something.
It's been a while. I had to go through meticulously like this and this. What's up?
They weren't always rainbow colored.
No, they weren't
right?
rainbow colored.
No,
last
they
time.
were not.
Oh, okay, just checking.
They were normal colored last time, but it is June, and I needed an easier way to keep track of them. So, this was me fixing that problem.
Diversity win. The cultists about to kill an innocent person are gay.
Not what I'm implying.
Oh, so you should probably remove Endress because she was definitely not with us.
Odd. Refresh. Sorry, she's not on my screen. Let me just refresh.
She was
Way
right
up at the top.
beside Marsh.
Am I on the wrong layer?
That's just second raptor. Just kidding.
Your raptor's currently over here between.
Yeah, second raptor. Just kidding.
Yeah, I
We
see.
did disguise ourselves as cultists, but only raptor.
That's awesome. I actually can't click on Endress.
Are you on the tokens
Not-
layer? Is she on the map layer?
Map layer. When I go to map, no, I do not see any sort of Endressy person. She's not on GM layer. Huh. I don't know.
So is she
Okay,
on the
we'll just
tokens
ignore
layer then?
that politely.
Ignore the little tiny human pipsqueak shadowing you in this room.
Yeah, is she
Yeah,
on-
I'm clicking above the map too, just in case. But
Yeah, is she on the tokens layer then? Because if she was on GM's layer, we couldn't see her.
right. Yeah, no, I'm on tokens layer right now.
Awkward.
Oopsies. Let's just fix Dominic there.
Long
Nick
Nick.
just became long Nick.
Everything's fine.
Yeah. Yes. So ignoring Endress, you do have Irisla with you here, who insisted on following while you look for her brother, of which you've discerned Taryn is here on this.
Wait, this is Irisil?
This is Irisil. Yeah, Endress looks.
Oh, I thought that was Endress. Also, I don't remember Irisil following us out here.
Oh shoot. Well, maybe there is no Irisil.
Or maybe Ursula was following us, following them. Just suddenly appeared.
Goodbye. Bam. All right. Cool.
I'm just like, did we bring her along? Why would we bring her along? I don't remember bringing her along.
This is revenge. This is cosmic revenge for us
Yeah,
gaslighting an
basically.
entire
Oh,
town.
100%.
Is we gaslit ourselves.
Basically.
Okay.
I was here the entire time.
This is Endress's token, but
Okay,
she is.
I thought the Irisol token was Endress.
Nope. Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
kind of want you to just bring out, and here's a dragon token, and then just put it back.
I've done that to them with the purple worm.
Yeah.
They're talking about we're in a cave. For some, there's going to be a worm, and so I just dropped the purple worm token on the map. It's like, oh look, a worm. Delete it, and it passes by.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing to see here. Right, and so when you walked into here, you could see these kind of weird runes painted on the floor. There's candles lit. There's two cultists at the table where Taryn lays. The rest seem to be sort of just making the rounds around the room. Not quite on guard. No one seems to have noticed you guys kind of in the darkness coming in, but just, around. I don't remember what your tactic was going to be last time, so we should probably...
I think we were gonna hug the wall to get close and then unleash hell.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I think one of our plans was due to the fact that it's very dimly lit in here. I had daylight and was going to drop that smack dab on top of them.
That does sound right. That sounds familiar.
Because then it was all of them get blinded, and then we just go rushing in and causing mayhem.
Yeah, if that's how you want to do it, I would say because you're hidden and they are not, onto you yet, you would be able to get one spell off like that for sure. What's the range on daylight? Can you cast it from where you are?
I can cast it right there
Okay.
from where I am.
Daylight. Okay.
And daylight itself is a 60-foot radius sphere, so 120 feet. So this entire place just gets lit the fuck up.
That's right. Duration 1 hour.
And
Okay,
it's
there's
not
no
concentration.
not concentration. Yeah, that's pretty freaking sweet.
So I get to drop it and make their life miserable.
Darkness is dispelled, but that's not a thing here. Yeah. All right. Well, is that how you guys want to go? Any other prep?
Are the people taking pot shots with any ranged weaponry as we rush in?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I would say don't rush towards the center of the room because then they can surround us. Rush towards one of the sides.
Okay. Everybody, I'll give everyone one sort of action that kind of just happens simultaneously.
Okay. In which case, I'm going to take a crossbow shot at purple.
Purple. Okay. Marsh, we got a daylight, we got a crossbow shot, and what do you want to do?
I
That
think I'll
hit.
just shoot the one that Nick was shooting. And I think I'll just kind of get Raptor to kind of like cover the opposite side of us, like kind of over here, just in case, you know, they'll probably start coming over there. Or try and well, once their eyes adjust, we'll start probably charging that direction, so Raptor will just kind of stay on that side.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And so your damage is that 8 and 5? If I'm
Oh
reading
yeah,
that.
do you want me to like roll for like an attack and everything?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's that the thing that I rolled is just my crossbow attack there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. 19 is a definite hit.
Yeah, I don't think I get sneak attack for this attack though.
Not this one.
Wouldn't
No.
you for being hidden?
Oh
I'm
wait.
not an
Yeah.
assassin, I'm a thief.
Oh. That's
Do
too bad.
we have advantage on this due to the fact that we're coming in from being unseen?
Heck yeah, I'd give that to you.
Okay,
Totally
in that case, if I have advantage, I get sneak attack.
Okay.
Yeah, because essentially this
Tom.
is a surprise round.
Pardon me. 19 still hits.
Yep, and yeah, I get a little tiny 6 damage.
I'll take that. Okay.
Well, if I remember correctly, we're doing the magic is unstable thing, correct?
Yes. So daylight, you'll need to
I
roll
do not
me a
explode.
surge. Do not explode. Excellent.
So the entire room just gets lit up.
Holy crow, man. That freaking damage. Alright, so some good sneak attack damage right off the hop. I imagine, Nick and Tom, or Marsh, you guys are firing in tandem. So it's like crossbow hits, and then the little firebolt kind of hits right up where it is, burns up the shaft of the arrow, and spreads to his clothes. He doesn't go down, as in, like, drop to, to 0 health, but he staggers back and kind of falls. Right as this weird bomb of daylight brightens up the room. You guys are prepared for it. You shield your eyes. And you just hear this collective, like, oh my god, my eyes! As people are freaked out. Basically. And as you guys kind of slowly adjust to it and open your eyes, you can see them kind of, I don't know, like pushing the air away and staggering around. They draw weapons, knowing that something's going on. And I'd like everyone to roll me initiatives. Scheiße, that's bad.
I got a 9.
Got a 9. That's not bad.
15.
I mean,
I also got... Oh no, I got 10.
15 for... And, why didn't I leave enough space for that 10? I need a whiteboard. That's always so much nicer to do initiatives on whiteboards. Okay. Top of the order. Does daylight leave, like, any, like, lingering, like, cool starlight residue, or is it just light?
Do you remember the League of Legends cinematic where Leona ults Darius, and it's just like that cascading like that? Basically picture that coming out of the stone on the roof.
Beautiful. Okay. Love it. Tom, the brightly lit floor is yours.
Yeah. Might as well just, it sounds like we're kind of going along the right side there, so, let's see here, just kind of scoot over here, take another shot, same spell, dum-dum-dum-dum, whoop, cool, and, yeah, 23, assuming that hits, that's 9 damage.
Definitely hits. And not that this one matters for this roll. I will say you guys have advantage on your next attacks made this round, just because in my brain they're quite blinded.
It takes a couple
Yeah,
seconds for your eyes to adjust after going from like half a dozen candles to middle of the day sun.
Yeah, that's how I'm picturing it. So after this, it'll go back to regular unless you have a modifier, unique ability. But for
These
this
guys
one,
just walked out of a movie theater in the middle of the movie theater after an afternoon matinee.
love it.
And I think I'm just gonna. I changed my mind to my raptor strategy. It's just gonna use both its moves to go get the red guy.
Okay, all right. So Raptor's moved, perfect. Next in the both moves, so it doesn't attack. All right,
Yep.
Naroke.
From now that we can actually see because we're no longer guided by just candlelight, does he still look alive on the table?
Yes, Terran does look alive.
Okay. And do either of these two look like they are getting ready to shank him? To make him only less alive?
No, neither look like they are in any state of attacking him. They are completely blindedly floundering your direction.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to. I think I have to toll the. I have the range on that for Toll the Dead, right? 60 feet. So Naroke is going to move forward. His 30. And he is going to hopefully be able to reach. Nah, darn, out of range.
Yes.
Oh, wait, just a second. 60 feet. Never mind, he's in range. I'm going to toll the dead. This guy here.
That's a cantrip?
That is a cantrip.
Dang it. Can't remember. Does he make a save by chance for that one?
Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic.
Ooh,
If he's
okay.
missing hit points, instead it takes 1d12 necrotic. Actually, correction. 2d8 or 2d12 because we're 5th level.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. How wise do you think cultists are?
Not
Dirty
very.
20!
Oh, you got 20? Darn.
Dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Okay, so he
Dirty 20.
succeeds. So he does not take any damage.
Heck yeah. Go purple. Just shrugging it off.
Well, I mean, otherwise he'd have taken 2d12 damage, which
that would have been
thrilling.
That would have been so bad.
Because he's taking damage from the other two.
Yeah, no. Good strategy, but...
Do any of the cultists seem to be chanting?
No.
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. They're...
screaming? Okay.
Yeah, that's basically it. No one is currently has their wits about them.
Okay. Okay, that is Naroke's turn.
All right, which puts us on to Dominic.
Yay! Okay, I am going to scooch along the right side wall, and then I am going to take another shot at purple. Do I still have advantage, or?
Yes, you still have advantage this time.
Okay, so sneak attack. Oh, that's not nice at all.
Oh gosh.
23.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
are you
that-
taking out his
guys-
knees?
It's 18 piercing.
You and Marsh keep like copying each other's to hit. Sorry, 18. But hang on.
Also, question: are we attempting?
How's he doing?
Are we attempting to not murder these people, or are we attempting to murder these people?
I'll let you
That
guys
may be out of my
discuss that.
hands at the moment.
Well, it's mostly like, is that our plan is to try and keep them alive? Like, because I can spare the dying people, so they're stable but unconscious.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would think I would be trying to go for disabling shots over killing shots, but at the same time, if you put a crossbow bolt into a human body, you can't guarantee it won't kill them.
Yeah.
And on that note, purple drops.
Like a sack of bricks.
You did so much damage with that.
Rogues.
Sorry, what is sneak attack? It's not just 2d6. Like what?
Well, my sneak attack, because I'm level 5, is 3d6.
3d6. Okay, holy crow.
And it gets higher as I level up.
How is 14 your sneak damage, but 4 is your damage damage?
Well, I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you hear this really kind of almost lewd squelch noise as it finds purchase in a lung, maybe? As he was, kind of brushing off the pain and stepping up, and then goes right back down, hits the ground, seems to be unmoving. Let's see.
Give him a little skull.
They
Give him a fun little
changed.
skull.
I feel like Roll20 changed things recently, and I don't know how to do cool.
It's like the little,
If you
when you
click
click on the
off it, then
icon,
click
it's...
back onto it.
Oh, there it is. I clicked the gear instead of the other thing. There we go. Wee-hee!
So they are currently down.
Currently down. For the count. Oh my goodness. Okay, is that everything that you're doing, Dominic?
I think so. I'm quite pleased with myself. That's all I've got.
As you should be. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Blue here, who was at the table, as you could see, kind of leaning over Taryn's body. You couldn't tell exactly what was going on from where you were in the room, but he seems to be the most involved at the altar. Is going to turn around, kind of brushing the stars out of his eyes, so to speak. And you see him lift his hand towards you, Naroke, and like in a really tacky, like finger gun style, kind of cocks his hand back. And he's going to cast Sacred Flame in your direction.
Oh, so I got to make a dex save. I'm
You
not
sure
good at those.
do.
How's the 16 do me?
How's a 16 do you? That's a great question. Shiza, what is the DC? Ah, dang it. Okay, well...
I'm assuming I passed.
You do pass. I thought the okay. Well, anyways, I thought the DC was pretty high, but clearly not.
Well, I have a -1, so that was a 17 on the dice.
Yeah.
So.
Fiddlesticks. Well, that's all right. Bonus action. He's going to cast Spiritual Weapon on you. Oh wait, no, is he even in range? Hang on. Woohoo! He's just in range. Sweet. And I never use that one. All right. Okay.
So he creates a spectral weapon within range, and he can attack on the turn that he summons it.
Heck yeah. All right. So he's gonna do that. What's the flavor text of that? Do I just get to choose what the weapon looks like?
Yep. You can decide whatever form it takes.
Heck yeah. It's just gonna be like the rustiest dagger, but it looks super pretty because it's all like spiritually lit.
Okay, now it has to try and hit me.
Yeah, it does. It's an 8, so
that's a no.
We're just gonna end his turn.
His life.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was 2 things. So the spiritual weapon or the sacred weapon it sticks around, right?
Yeah, it persists for as long as he maintains concentration, I believe.
Yeah.
No,
cool.
Actually, it maintains for a full minute. It does not require concentration.
I just know that you use this one a lot.
Yeah. So he can. You're gonna want to put a token on the map just so we know where it is. Because he can move it up to 20 feet per turn and make another attack with it on each of his turns as a bonus action.
Well, I'm just gonna use that. I don't have any
Okay.
weapon tokens. All right, Raptor.
Hey.
Red boy over here. His now that he's kind of got his wits about him too, he gets that there's a fight. There's this weird raptor thing in his face, but he can't care about that right now.
Oh.
He's gonna lift up his long sword and he's gonna take a big old swing over at Raptor. Now that you're getting a good look at him, he seems kind of barbarian-ish. All right, first attack misses. 3 on the dice. Second
Nice.
attack. Does a 16 hit Raptor?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And Raptor's taking 4 slashing damage.
Wow, that's quite a barbarian.
Did
Oh,
he
Yeah.
roll a 1 on his damage
don't-
dice?
Yeah, he did. It was really sad.
I
I mean, to be fair, that was how Nick only got a 4 on the actual bolt damage from their crossbow. Was they rolled a 1 on the
Yeah.
die?
You're not wrong. They also get multi-attack, and I was hoping it would just be like stacking up the damage real good. But it didn't. That's fine. Okay. Green boy over here is going to cast Shield of Faith, and he's going to cast it onto said barbarian. Oh, that's a actual. I need to be rolling for surges. My apologies.
Yeah,
I've
you have
missed
2 surges, one from Blue Boy and then one from Greenie.
Okay. Nothing. No surges to be had,
That's a
thankfully.
Shield of Faith. So Naroke could definitely recognize that spell because he's got it too, and just like,
Yeah.
he's gonna be harder to hit. Maybe.
So. Yeah. So Shield of Faith. Actually, don't even know what that one looks like. I just kind of picture Mr. Mime's like reflect ability, kind of popping up in front of Red.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. Cool. So that's that boy's turn. Yellow over here is going to try and hit Raptor as well. He pulls out some bitchin' ass shuriken.
You also may want to mark
so-
Yellow to note that Yellow is currently concentrating on a spell. Because Shield of Faith is a concentration spell.
Sorry, so green is
Or yeah, green.
concentrating.
Yeah.
Boop. Yellow throwing some shuriken, so that's a nat 20 on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Raptor is going to take 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And purple is bleeding out on the floor, which takes us to the top of the order with Marsh.
Okay. Da. Yeah, step up a little bit. Guess I'll shoot the green one. So I'll do that. I'll just use Firebolt again. Oh, 13. So 7.
Does not hit.
Okay, and I will tell my raptor to scoot away. So he's just gonna waltz on over to he's gonna use the disengage action to not
Yep.
provoke an attack of opportunity.
Definitely.
So yeah, I'm just gonna waltz him over here.
Okay.
And done.
Perfect. Raptor saunters back to safety. Naroke.
Naroke is taking his march forward. 5, 10, 15. To there. And
Do you pass through the inner circle when you walk through? Or are you pointedly going around it?
It's Naroke. Naroke is dumb. Naroke would have walked straight forward and then at an angle at the end there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you pass through the circle, I want you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm theoretically good at those.
Nope.
Decidedly not,
That's
apparently.
fine.
9.
Okay. Yeah, right on. So as you pass through, you feel like almost like there's a hand that's squeezing at your chest, and you hear weird whispers in your mind and stuff, and it's saying things like submit, Resistance is futile kind of thing. And you feel your body go kind of limp. And you lose your actions for this round.
Okay. So I get.
So you'd probably where would you have walked into the circle? At what square, rather? I'll let you place it. Where
Yeah,
you
I would
think
have
you
walked
would have.
straight down, so I'd have hit there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. So
So I don't even get to continue the movement action. I just hit there and
nope.
stop.
Yeah.
Neat. Well, I suppose at that point,
Yeah, so your
I'm a little
movement
tired.
is
It's fine. Okay, I guess that's Naroke's turn.
Okay, alright. Sorry, big boy. Don't step in the summoning circle stuff. Nick,
Sorry,
what are you
Purple,
doing?
I might not be able to get to you before
Well-
you fucking die.
I'm not going to step in the summoning circle for one thing. I am going to scoot further south along the right-hand wall. And green is concentrating on a spell, right?
Correct.
I'm going to take a shot at green.
Great.
That's a natural 1.
Yes. Roll that severity.
Oh boy.
D100.
66.
Oh, that's not terrible. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I'm gonna say as you go to line up your shot on him, and purple at that moment kind of sputters up some blood right as you're using the arrow, and it kind of like offsets your shot. And you ended up firing it at the candle on the floor here and knocking it down.
Uh-oh.
The candle goes out, and Naroke, suddenly the grip that's on your chest, that kind of internal feeling of haziness and voice telling you, just trying to subdue you, fades away.
I failed successfully.
Alrighty.
Yeah, anything else for us, Nick?
After that moment from a Shane Black movie, I think I'm good. I think that's
Alright.
it for me.
Great. So that's gonna put us on to Blue Boy here. Okay, this is a 2nd level spell. Naroke, I need you to make. We don't blow up. I need you to make another Wisdom saving throw.
How does the 24 do me?
Oh shoot, 24 is actually really damn good. Okay.
As in, I'm supposed to be good at these.
So you feel for a second. This time he puts both hands up, and you watch him like kind of squeeze them together, as if he was like trying to hold you from afar. And for like a moment, you feel like you're kind of paralyzed in place, and then it slips away, and yeah, does not work. And he will swing that sacred blade that he's made at you. Move it over the 5 feet. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Dang it, yeah. Okay. That's his turn. Green boy here is still gonna maintain concentration on red face over here. What's the distance? None of that's really
So
good.
he can still take actions on his turn, he just can't use another concentration spell.
Spell, yeah. And the distance. Well, he too. Actually, how far is Nick? Dominic, he's gonna throw some shuriken at you.
Ah,
Yeah. All right, 17 and 18 to hit.
both will hit.
Both will hit.
Oof.
All right. D1. All right. Oh, a guy rolled 1 on my D4 twice. You take 4 damage.
Hooray.
Hooray. Yeah. They wreck your suit more than anything.
Son of a
Or, like,
bitch.
what you're wearing. Yeah. Like, it kind of hurts, but not a big deal. But now you got these awkward cuts in it, and
Yeah,
Probably
the
more
fashion pain is greater than the physical pain.
The fashion pain is greater than the physical pain.
exactly.
This is
all right.
seersucker.
That's awesome. Uh-oh. Where's my... Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Couldn't move anyone for a second. All right, Red Boy is going to run his full movement up to Raptor. Because he's in kind of angry, ragey mode.
Yep.
Does not get to attack, but he is encroaching on you guys. And yellow guy over here is he's gonna move closer to his buddies, and he too will throw some shuriken at you, Nick.
Hooray. I also love the idea of the barbarian just chasing Raptor in a circle around the room.
It's like trying to
Yep.
catch a greased pig.
It's actually not bad.
Ugh.
Play some awesome music. All right, 4 and a 17. You know the 17 will hit.
The 17 hits, the 4 does not.
4 damage. Yes.
Just chipping away.
Yep. Blink. That's all he can do. And top of the order with Marsh.
Okie dokie. So if I've been following, I don't think we've actually really hit any of these guys yet. Or besides purple.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides absolutely murdering purple.
So yeah, I'm gonna scoot on down here. Just keep doing this weird circle thing we're doing. And then yeah. You've been hit like a little bit, right?
I've been hit 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't need healing yet.
Okay. I'll help like a very, very tiny bit. Emphasis on the tiny. So I will cast
Mending.
heroism on you. So
I
basically.
thought you were gonna cast mending on my suit.
Oh no, you're hurt.
No, not the wardrobe. Mend.
So basically, you're just gonna have like 2 temporary hit points that come back every round. Just a
Cool.
little bit. I still have
When
to
do I-
roll.
Do I get those at the start of your turn or the start of my turn?
Oh, what does it say? Equal at the start of each of its turns, so it's the start of your turn.
Cool.
Is it a cantrip?
No, heroism is not a cantrip.
First level. So just
Yeah,
roll me.
I was just about to roll the d20.
My apologies.
That'd be funny. It's like, here, let me help you explode, but no, it didn't happen.
It would be so good.
And yeah, I don't know. I guess Raptor will just keep moving in a circle.
My God.
Seems to be
I'm
working.
hearing the Benny Hill theme in my head.
It's just a
Yeah,
mistake.
I was kind of hoping he'd just kind of like forget about the ring and walk through it, but he seemed to have noticed.
I think they can't be duped with that.
Okay, and that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, that is specifically a trap for Naroke.
And it worked.
All right, Naroke. You have been stuck in a summoning circle, attempted to have been paralyzed, and now you're free.
So Naroke is going to walk to here. I'm assuming that since the candle got knocked over and is unlit, that I don't have to make another wisdom saving throw?
That is correct.
Okay. Naroke's gonna walk up to this guy and like, I still have questions. And poke him in the rib cage, and I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying. He is now stable.
Spare the Dying. I should just have your guys' spells memorized, but that's never gonna happen. Cantrip, necromancy. Yeah, alright. Become stable.
Yep.
Cool.
He is still unconscious at 0 hit points, but he's no longer going to die if we ignore him.
Yeah,
This
if you
actually-
ignore this fight.
It's actually reminded me, now that we're kind of closer, what's the state of the guy at the table? Is he like conscious, unconscious, dead?
Yeah,
He was
he's
alive.
he was alive. He kind of seems like sort of like incoherently babbling, kind of fighting a little against his restraints.
Okay, so he's restrained. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Just want to check.
Yeah,
And
it does
Naroke
not.
will just kind of turn up towards the trio here. It's just like, I'm almost there.
Almost.
Coming.
We're gonna get you.
And that's Naroke's turn. He has no bonus
Perfect.
actions worth using at the moment.
Yep, makes sense. Dominic.
All right. Let's see. Green is still concentrating on a spell. Red is currently Benny Hill chasing Raptor around, and blue and yellow are throwing knives at me.
It's okay. You now have a minion between you and knives.
Wait, that's Marsh.
That's Marsh.
Also me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stand
I'm
behind
gonna.
your minions.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay put for a bit. I am going to shoot at Green in the hopes of disrupting his concentration. Come on, 10.
10,
I don't think
nah.
that hits.
Nah, 10 does not, unfortunately.
Okay. All right, and that's my turn, I think.
Okay.
It's kind of weird when the luck's on the other side.
Not as fun. Yeah, the armor kind of sticks, or the arrow sticks into his armor, and he still is mumbling to himself while shaking a fist at you. Okay. Blue boy. Now that you're getting closer, he kind of seems like he might be the leader of this sort of ragtag team of cultists, as his clothes are a little bit more ornate, and they kind of there's like runes stitched into it that sort of glow with runic power. Yeah,
Get
that's
that
a thing.
nerd.
Get the nerd.
That's awesome. Let's see. Sacred. You know what? Let's try JI Sacred Flame again. All right, Naroke, make me a dexterity saving throw. As he points his little handgun and cocks it back at you
Oh,
again.
he gets to hit me this time.
Does he? Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
only roll a
darn
4 on my
sweet.
dex save.
Or take some radiant damage. Hell yeah.
So how much is he scuffing Naroke's armor?
So he's only scuffing it by 10 radiant damage. You're not resistant to that, are you?
No, I'm not resistant to radiant damage yet.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean yet? And then
I know,
let me
just
do
for
the
shits and
math.
giggles, like, Naroke is going. Yeah, Naroke's going to use his reaction and Stone's Endurance. As reaction, reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 3.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's a neat little
So-
thing you can do.
I reduce that damage to 0 because that is 11 points of damage reduced.
Neat. And I was worried about you guys for like 2 seconds.
It's like, oh, that actually kind of tickled. No,
Huh.
no,
Alright.
it didn't. On the bright side, I
He
can't
is also
do that anymore today.
like ever, right?
No, just don't take a
Ever.
nap.
Good, ever. Like it. So he's also gonna pull his rusty old radiant dagger towards the party. And you know what, let's move bad boy over here.
Continue to
This
Benny
is
Hill.
so stupid. Yeah, why didn't I give him ranged weapon? He
See,
double moved.
And the best thing about this too is Raptor has a natural 40 movement speed, which requires him to dash every time he wants to.
Always slightly fast.
Yeah, no, it's awful. So yeah, he's gonna he's gonna football run like he's going to tackle Raptor, but Raptor's always just a little bit out of reach.
Eventually, he's just gonna not even attack. He's just gonna grapple just to get it to stop moving.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just we just see this guy slightly bent over trying to grab a cat.
Basically it.
Uh,
All right. Greeny boy over here, while still maintaining concentration, is going to shoot. You know what? What's the range towards Marsh? Yeah, he's gonna throw some shuriken at you, Marsh.
Okay.
All right, 11 and a 16.
Nope, neither of them hit.
Oh, seriously?
I have 17 AC.
Oh, that's so gross. I hate you guys. I forgot. It's been too long
Hey.
since we played. Okay,
Yeah,
and then
16.
yellow.
That's pretty good, right? It hits one of the party members.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome. All right, yellow. Same thing in your face. Yeah, that's another 16, and that's a 1. Okay. Let's see. 56. That's not too bad. He just goes to throw it, and it just sticks into the ground at your feet. And you have a really cool looking shuriken if you want one. Almost like you just gifted it to you. All right. Top of the order with Marsh.
A dum dum dum. I could shoot in the green one, but the green one's casting a spell on the red one, and the red one's not really doing anything. So, let's go with the. I'm just gonna go for the blue one. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go for the blue one. He seems like an important fella. Firebolt. Okay, that is probably not hit on 11. That's
No, in fact he sees it coming and he just like swipes it out of the air.
oh no, maybe
Yeah.
he's cool.
He's a cool nerd.
And I'm just gonna tell my raptor to kind of do its little repair thing. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna maneuver over here, but it's not gonna provoke an attack of opportunity because it's just going around. And then I had this page just out a second ago. Yeah, so 3 times a day, I can get my raptor to repair itself or something else. I'm gonna get it to repair itself, and that is a 2d8 plus 2. So just gonna roll that manually.
You bet.
Cool. Yeah, and it heals 10 of its hit points back.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
Okay, and
Sucks on the low roll, but neat.
yeah, I mean, even a low row, it's still like a 4 or 5. It's not nothing.
Oh, definitely. Okay, well,
Yep, and that's the end of me.
that moves us on to Naroke.
So Naroke is going to. Yeah, Naroke's gonna do this. Naroke is gonna stroll up into the middle of them. And actually, what is the? I need to know what the radius of this spell is. Okay, I can designate creatures who've been affected by it. Good. Naroke's gonna stroll in, and he is going to activate Spirit Guardians.
I don't know this one.
You
Ooh, I
call
like
for
this
spirits to protect you. They flit around you to a distance of 15 feet for the duration, which is concentration of 10 minutes. If you're good or neutral, the spectral form appears more angelic or fey. They'll be more fey. If you're evil, they appear fiendish. Where is my actual alignment thing for Naroke? Naroke is neutral. Okay, so yeah, they're more fey-like. When you cast a spell, it can designate any number of creatures I can see to be unaffected by it. So Nick, Marsh, our
Karen,
bloody boy
I
on the
presume?
table, and Raptor are all designated to be unaffected by this.
Okay.
So basically, it's only the cultists who will be affected. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time or starts their turn in there, they must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take 3d8 radiant damage, or on a successful, take half as much.
Wisdom save. And sorry, the area is the entire room, basically.
15 feet of me.
15 feet. Okay,
So
gotcha.
I
So,
can actually click on me and I can make a 15-foot aura.
so that's only going to affect green, purple, or green, yellow, and blue on their turns
Yes.
to start. Wow. Okay.
Anyone in that area that I have not designated is going to have a bad time. And now Naroke is also in the middle of all three of them, just like, hi.
Sup. Okay, that's a new one. I've never seen that before.
Also, I need to roll a surge check.
Surge. Yes, 3rd level spell.
Do not explode.
They do not explode. Jeez Louise, that's awesome. Concentration up to 10 minutes. Okay, well,
Yeah, if he takes damage, he's got to make concentration saves.
yeah.
Yes,
Makes sense.
but they have to do damage.
That they do. And the creature enters the area for the first time or starts their turn.
Or
Yeah.
starts their turn. So
Yep.
anyone who
Wow.
doesn't make me fail that that concentration check before their buddies is going to take that damage.
Wow. That's okay, that's real cool. That's your
3rd
turn?
level spell.
Those spells be scary, yo. It's basically fireball, but I get to keep it going for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And you're in the center of it.
Yup. I am now mobile fireball. But yes, that is my turn.
Cool. That puts us on to Dominic.
Cool. I am going to continue trying to shoot at green there. $18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 13 is 21 sneak attack?
Yeah, you also now have sneak attack on all of them because they're all within 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
21. All right. So I'm going to assume he's going to have to make a concentration check on his turn since he took damage.
Well, he has to make that right now.
He has to make it
right
now. Yeah, either half the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Which is half the damage.
The damage. Well, he fails.
Okay.
Huh,
Red no longer
so
has
which-
2 bonus AC.
Which means that goes away, and Red's AC is back to normal. Wow. Cool.
Also-
What else are you doing?
That might be it, honestly. I'm going to keep hiding, but actually, hang on, the barbarian's up there.
You also have a spiritual weapon right by you.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of scoosh down and hide on the other side of Marsh.
Hi.
Good call. Good call.
I'm just hiding behind the lizard now.
It works.
So blue cultist leader goes first. That's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
So that's a 7.
So that's a failure. So he takes 3d8 radiant damage.
Yeah, roll that DiMaggio. Huh.
19.
Okay, well,
Ow.
he's standing. He's standing. Holy crow. What does he even have in his kit
To deal with the oaf in front of him.
Yeah, that's basically it. All right. Oh no, I can't make melee attacks against you. You're too crazy.
You can.
That's just such a stupid waste. All right, we're
But
just
he
doing
doesn't know
Sacred
that.
Flame because that's the best chance he has. So I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
10.
Yeah, that fails.
Okay,
Woohoo!
so how much radiant damage?
How much radiant damage? 2d8, which is 5 plus 5. Huh, that's 10 damage.
Woohoo!
Which is like what I did last time. And you brushed it away.
Yes, I did. And it's Constitution saving throw for maintaining concentration. How's a nat 20 do me? I think I maintain concentration.
You're probably fine. Let's be honest. Bonus action, he's gonna move his spiritual rusty dagger and take a swing at you, Marsh.
What spiritually and rusty? I don't think should be words that should be together.
17 to hit.
Yep, and hits a ruse.
Yeah, that's 4 + 1, 5 damage.
5 damage.
Yeah. Just some tetanus in there.
Oh no.
Yeah, additional damage later from the tetanus.
Lizards don't like tetanus.
I think most living things don't like tetanus.
It's in the manual.
Lizard manual. Every lizard gets one.
Okay, so Green gonna make his wisdom saving throw. Does
want me to
15
reroll-
save?
Do you want me to keep rolling the damage every time, or just to stick to the same one?
What's more fun for you? Re-rolling, or do you like those rolls?
I like the rolls because it was a nice roll, but it's basically what do we want to do going forward? Like, do you want to just for an AOE effect like this that's persistent, just like 1 damage roll per
AOE
turn?
probably makes the most sense. I think rolling's more fun, but yeah, AOE kind of just makes sense. Everyone is getting hit with the same blast on that turn.
Yeah.
So we'll keep the 19.
And you said that
15. Does a 15 surpass the dex? Or, sorry, not dex, wisdom.
Yeah, so he takes half damage.
Yay. Uh-oh. Brain math. 8? No. Yay.
No, it's 19, so
9.
9
It's
damage.
9. I don't know where I got 8 from. It is totally 9. Oops. Oh, wait a second. Nick had already hit him. So as this energy kind of falls over him, you see him start to stagger back before falling to the floor. That's a lot of damage. Okay.
So he's out.
Yeah, he is down for sure. Let me
Naroke
put a
just looks
little.
at him and he stumbles away. It's like, I have to. You went further away from me. Now I've got to move to keep your ass alive. God damn it.
And Yellow making a wisdom saving throw. That's an 11.
That fails.
So that's full damage on Yellow. Which is a full 19. Holy crow. Yeah. Yellow is going to. Oh, this is risky. This is risky.
Also,
Just
he has
because
half movement speed.
he is half. Oh no!
He can't even get out of the thing.
Okay, he's gonna run away, which provokes an attack.
Attack of opportunity.
Yep, there's no good place for him to run. Half movement speed.
How's
That's
the 20
sick.
do?
Dirty 20 hits. Ah.
So
your
that's
stupid-
7 points of bludgeoning damage to the back of his knee as he tries to run away.
+7. Hang on. Math. Okay, he's still up. God, this is so painful.
But he's still in the circle, so he's still going to take the damage on the next turn.
I hate this. Marsh, what do you want to do?
I guess I can help out my lizard out. I think Naroke's got everything on this side. So okay. Gonna walk up. Oop, wrong one. Yeah, walk up here. Boop.
Marsh steps away, leaving me face to face with a big rusty spiritual knife.
I don't like it. It stabbed me. And I am going to cast poison spray. It is a cantrip, so I don't need to do the save. He has to do the save though. Constitution saving throw. The DC is 13.
Con save. That's he passes.
Wah wah. Okay, and Raptor's kind of back up to full health. He can just attack. So yeah, Raptor will just attack.
Do it, Raptor.
Yeah, nat 20.
Yeah.
And that would be
Roll the damage.
9.
That 18.
Yeah, 4 plus 2 plus 3 is 9 damage.
And then it's doubled, right? Or
No,
how
that
does
is
I think
that is
it-
different damage.
Yeah,
Nice.
it applied the double. I double checked.
Okay, on Mr. Redface.
Yeah, anytime it does the crit, it'll automatically do the plus the additional damage, which is why I had the 7 plus 7 with the crit on the other side.
That's awesome. Thanks, Roll20. Okay, yeah, gets a good rake on his armor. Kind of digs in his claws above where the armor meets his sort of neck area. Gets a good little cut in.
Yay.
Naroke, you have someone.
Violence.
Someone's down. Someone's attempting to flee. Someone blue. I don't know. What are you doing?
Well, Naroke is going to... Actually, yeah, Naroke is just going to reach out and try and shake the hand of the person so bold to actually hit him. And that is going to be... Oh, I don't actually have inflict wounds prepared right now. No.
Oh, man.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Does that ever give me an idea? Oh, right, I didn't do it because it's a melee attack.
Well, in that case, Naroke is going to take a nice heavy swing at the blue schmuck in front of him.
Fuck it up. Seeing a lot of crits on the board.
Oh, I miss on the first swing.
Hell yeah, you do.
But I will use my War Priest feature to take another swing. Which is only a 12. Darn.
Yes! Yes, they both miss.
And seen a part. Actually, if I move, but then he gets into the circle again.
Yeah.
And Naroke will take a stroll. Actually, no, I want to. I'm trying to not murder this guy, but
Right.
That summoning circle really fucks things up.
oh no, it's not even the summoning circle because the summoning circle's not active because you knocked over the candle.
Ah.
It's mostly my big circle if I want to keep the blue guy in there just because wreck his face, but also trying to not mulch either of our
Green or purple. Yeah,
no,
so you can
he's unconscious, so I can't attack him anyways on it. I don't think.
Can you, like, after you cast a spell, modify which creatures are affected by it?
No, it's specifically when you cast a spell, you may designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it.
Yeah. You really don't want to kill anyone.
You mentioned that we had a streak, and now we're obsessed with maintaining the streak. This is professional pride at this point.
Yeah,
that being said, he's stable, so he's not actually making death saves at the moment.
Correct.
So I can go there. It'll initiate him starting to make death saves again, but it won't kill him. Because he is a stable creature. So I'll move there. It says I do provoke an attack of opportunity for blue to try and swap me.
Yeah, let's see how that goes. A little rusty dagger of his own. Oh, ho, ho! Wait, does a 19 hit you?
No.
Fucking hell, I can't even put it into dice jail because it wasn't bad. It was very good to me.
It's a good roll, just Naroke's kind of terrifying.
When... God, you're as bad to hit as Syl is. Okay, yeah, he whiffs on the attack of opportunity.
Actually, I'm easier to hit than Sylvania is.
Because you don't have shield?
I currently don't have shield. I can use one of my spell slots to take it after a long rest, but yeah, that is my turn.
Okay, well, very effective. Dominic, what do you want to do?
Question: whose spiritual weapon is that? Is it greens or blues?
It is
Blue.
blues.
Okay.
It's also not a concentration spell.
Yeah. I'm looking at this rusty knife that's in my face. I'm looking at Naroke, who has moved away from all the guys who are within 5 feet, and then I'm looking over at the barbarian situation. Making a heavy sigh, voluntarily moving towards the barbarian. And I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Hell yeah.
I don't like this plan. 19.
Well, that hits now. Thank you very much for messing up my... Anyways, yeah. What's that damage?
Okay, so that's 16 piercing.
16. Huh. Plus the 9. Okay, awesome. Yeah, no, you get like a weak chink in his armor right behind the knee there. And, he curses, I don't know, some god's name.
Ah!
I used to be an
Yeah.
adventurer like you, and then took an arrow to the knee.
Don't. Jail.
I regret nothing.
Go to jail. Go to meme jail.
Do not pass go. Do not $200.
Bring you out at some point.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay. So, blue, right off the hop, another wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Aw, this one's not as
13.
high.
13?
13, I believe, is my spell save DC. Just a second. Yes, it is my spell save DC, so he takes half damage.
So
he only
half
takes,
damage.
4 damage this turn.
4? Okay, that's not as terrible.
Yeah, I
Okay.
rolled really shitty on this one.
And he is going to climb on top of the ritual table. He's climbing over Terran to get away
Trying to get away from me?
from this aura. Is it visible or is it invisible?
You can see, like, because it's phase, he's essentially seeing evil little pixies flying around and stabbing them with tiny daggers.
Okay, that's worse than I thought. That's creepy. Yeah, so he's swatting at pixies and climbing over Terran to get away from them. It's pretty messed up. He is going to cast... you see him, like, slap his arm.
Yep.
And let's just do a little magic surge there. We don't explode.
As he slaps his arm to cast Cure Wounds and just
That's
fireball at his location.
Would that be awful? 7. Okay. And then spiritual weapon. What do we got here? Heck yeah. He's gonna move it over to Dominic and take a swing.
Ah.
That's a 9. You're
That's not gonna
fine.
hit.
His rusty stick,
Just dive out of the way.
basically. Swoop.
What's
Hits into
that
the wall.
thing?
It's like an angry mosquito. A rest mosquito. Yeah, so that's blue. Yellow. Could not run away, because... Damn, that's dumb. So he is going to make a wisdom saving throw. That's 11. He fails.
Takes a full 9.
Full 9. God, I gotta do some math. 9. He's down.
Yay.
Yay. Let me...
Good night.
yeah, just gonna have a little sleep there. And then purple needs to make death saves.
Well, this would reinitiate purple going into death saves. This would be basically purple's now back
him
to normal
falling.
stable. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. His considered like going down. Okay, cool. Then I think that... Oh, barbarian time. Okay, focusing on Raptor. Barbarian is going to make 2 big old attacks with his super angry big old sword.
Yep.
One's a nat 20. The other's a 2. I will take what I can get. I rolled a 1 on the die.
No.
Sorry, is this a 1 on the one of your damage dice?
I only get 1 damage die because the other attack didn't hit. But on my d20, my damage die is 1, and the crit makes it 2.
Will you have a d20 damage die? Hot damn.
Like the d20 to hit. Sorry, I rolled a dat 20 to hit him, and now I'm rolling my damage die.
Oh, you said that your damage die was like a 1 on the 20 to hit, and
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
like, it's like he's a
No.
d20 as his damage die. Hot damn! I
No.
want to take that weapon.
My bad. His damage is a d12, which means nothing right now.
Yeah.
So sorry, that was a total of 2 damage?
No, it's total of 5 damage. The crit damage.
5 damage. Okie
And I'm
dokie.
pretty bummed out about it. Yeah, multi-attack. Yeah. That's the barbarian.
We.
Over to Marsh.
How's the barbarian looking? They're usually pretty beefy, aren't they?
He looks fine.
He looks fine.
He's taken
Okay.
some hits, but does not
That's
seem to be bloody.
Kinda what I was thinking. Okay. I guess I'll throw more poison in his eyeballs, so that would be another con save.
Very specific. Oh, yes, con save. Sorry. What is that? Okay. 12!
Huh. Actually, I already thought about it after I cast making Barbarian do con saves is probably bad, but then again, he failed this
No.
time, so it's okay. I just have to manually do this one, so that is 2d12.
What?
10 poison damage.
He got into the wrong profession. Alright, it's 10 poison damage. Which puts us to...
I like to believe this is just like pocket poison you're flinging at him.
Yeah,
like it.
that's basically how I imagined it too. It's like poison spray thing. And
Just throwing whatever he has in his pockets.
stinky plants go. And yep, Raptor's just gonna you know what, just because Raptor's making a good distraction, I'll just get Raptor to heal again. So yeah, that'll be 2d8 plus 2. Dum 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 dum. Cool. That's 9 health points. He can do that once more, and then he is done for the day. And that is my turn.
Alright. Raptor and Marsh finishing it off. Naroke, what are you gonna do?
Naroke's gonna yell back to Nick that we should probably try and stabilize the bodies.
I don't know how to do that.
I'm not a doctor.
Nick just looks at his dagger like, how? I guess you don't have a dagger, you have a cane sword. Like, do you really think this?
Let me just. Nope, no medical kit. You want me to draw a mustache on him? I can do that. I can't save anybody's life.
So
Oh,
Naroke's
God.
gonna go 5,
Awesome.
10. Purple is now stable again.
Alright.
You can drop the spell now, by the way.
No, blue's still alive.
Okay.
Point of principle, I guess.
And blue's back in the circle.
Alright.
And
Amazing.
Naroke's gonna like kind of look back at the rusty knife, look back to the cultist, like, that's a really sad spiritual weapon. And he's gonna cast one of his own. And it's just going to be this big Reaper Scythe.
Reaper Scythe. I like it. Yeah, roll me that explosion check.
I like how we've just accepted that like a 1 will actually just make us explode.
I mean, in my campaign, Sylvania literally exploded.
Yes. It was pretty good.
Do
My
not
one
surge.
We do not surge. Hella
But
anti-surge.
it gets to take a swing at him, so I need to make a ranged attack.
My one set my character on fire. which is basically
And
what
then
you'd
try to
expect.
set the tree on fire. Okay, melee spell attack. Okay, so...
Which is still scary, coming from Naroke.
17 to hit.
Was this blue? Yeah, no, that does hit.
You sound so defeated.
Yeah.
And that is...
I gave them all different stats to keep it interesting, but you guys are still just...
only 2 on the dice, so there's 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, I believe. Yeah, plus spellcasting modifier, so that's 1d8 plus... Or so that's 4 damage.
damage, which makes that...
As it spawns the scythe and just, like, jabs him in the ribs with the handle.
Yeah. So blue is trying to block this kind of reaper scythe that's coming at him to guard his face or whatever, and you get a good slash across his body, and he kind of spits up some blood and falls over onto Terran, who continues to kind of writhe.
He's unconscious now?
Yeah.
Okay, seeing him go unconscious, Naroke will drop concentration on his aura.
Okay, you guys have done a lot of damage to him collectively.
That's fair.
Just threw a 19 right out the gate on him with a nice arrow. Anyways, yeah, he has gone down.
Okay.
Which I should mark. Oy vey.
I mean, if he hadn't gone down there, there'd have been another 14 damage waiting for him on the start of his turn, so...
No, I think the kicker about that is that they can't run, and that's what is awesome.
Can run. Yellow just ran the wrong direction.
Slowly.
He ran through the entire aura.
Yes.
Which is like trying to run through a wasp nest.
He was kind of in the middle. He was right by you.
Well, he ran the longest way because he was here essentially compared to me and tried to run the long way. If he had went the other direction, he'd have had 2 squares to leave and then been free.
Yeah, I think his thought was like, I don't want to run towards stabby
the rest of the
rogue
party.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marsh was
100%.
down there.
100%.
Yeah. Poor guy. Okay, so over to the cultists. Or cultist, I should say. Buddy's gonna rage. Because that's a thing that barbarians like to do. Oops. Alright, so a 9 to hit Raptor.
Nope.
A 13 to hit Raptor.
Nope.
And then bonus action. A 7 to hit Raptor.
Nope.
I need new dice. Those are going into jail. Yeah, that's his turn.
Yep.
Holy crap, that's 3 attacks with.
Okay. I'm gonna firebolt him.
Just cheat.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
That's
no.
a nat 1. Yes! Roll that severity.
Nope, not a 2, not that. There we go. Well, lots of doubles today. 77.
7A. Oh, that's pretty good. So I picture you go and you you cast the firebolt. It bounces off the like plate of his armor, and it bounces back and it hits the candle that's fallen on the ground and lights the wick of the candle again.
What?
Oh, just like
Candle.
ricocheted off of him and then went all the way back across the other side.
Yep.
So,
Candle's lit.
pew.
Huh. Man. Huh.
So
Anywho,
don't step in the circle, Naroke.
But you know who is in the circle?
Yellow. But Yellow's already unconscious.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just get Raptor to attack. Again, Raptor is just always hitting when I'm not. 16, I assume, hits.
16?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, because
Oh.
when I rolled a 19, Mel was like, "Oh, well, that hits now," I'm implying that
that the +2.
Normally quite high.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember if I'm mixing up the rule sets. I thought there was like maybe a chance because like barbarians when they range, I thought usually get easier to hit.
No, only if they're using reckless attack. Then you get
That's
advantage on
true.
attacking
Yeah.
them, but they get advantage on every attack they make.
Never mind.
Oh,
Well, that's me. I should just go back to using the poison pocket
the pocket.
plants.
The pocket mulch Zeta dry. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
just all the awful stuff in Marsh's pockets.
Get drugged.
Oh, that's my turn.
All right, Naroke.
So Naroke is going to walk to here and go boop. And so this guy is no longer dying. And then Naroke will walk down to here. And that is Naroke's turn.
Okay, just slowly healing all the baddies. It's a strange team. Nick.
We are the best scoundrels.
Oh. The spiritual weapon goes away.
Wait, actually, yeah,
yeah.
I guess I can move as a bonus action. Move my. Oh, it helps if I'm clicking on the right screen. I can move my spiritual weapon 20 feet.
Oh yeah. Just gang up on the poor barbarian.
Okay.
Nick is going to run over, hide behind Marsh again, and then
Oh,
peek
no.
around Marsh and shoot at the barbarian. It's an 8. That's not going to hit.
Nope.
All right, that's my turn, which is too bad because the damage would have been 26.
That's
Big
Damn.
very gross damage. All right, barbarian, continuing to foam at the mouth and scream in rage, is going to make a flurry of attacks onto Raptor. For the love of all that's holy. Okay, we got a 5 and 6 on the dice. 17. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, a 19 does hit.
Yes, it hits. Give me that D12. Raptor's gonna take 8 points of, I guess, like slashing damage.
Okay.
Yes. He also gets some like barbarian foam in his face.
Oh no.
The guy is frothing.
Gross.
Ew, that is pretty gross. Yeah, and that's all he does. Alas, he's getting surrounded. Marsh, what do you want to do?
Yeah. I think, even though it's a barbarian, I think my best bet is more poison. So roll a con save for the barbarian.
Betcha.
Pocket sludge.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Yep, he's good. Raptor go. Yeah, non-natural 20.
Dirty. Yeah, all right. Roll that with a nat on the other side.
He did more, basically as much damage as when he critted. Oh, wait, no, he didn't crit. It's because the other side was the crit.
Yeah, so 9 damage.
Yeah, 9 damage.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Which puts me to. Okay. Anything else?
I don't think it's gonna matter too much. It's gonna take like 5-foot step forward, and done.
Stop moving when I'm trying to hide behind you.
I don't like Nick looming.
You have
I'm
performance
shorter than you
anxiety.
are.
Tiny looming.
Love it. Speaking of, Nick.
And Nick just watches Marsh sidestep leaving and momentarily locks eyes with the barbarian before darting behind Marsh again
No.
and shooting at the barbarian.
Uh,
That's a 23.
Oh, that hits. Yeah, does it ever?
That's 14 piercing.
That's really gross.
Marsh was completely thinking of something else, but it's kind of really funny now that I think about it, just always slightly nudging away.
Marsh completely oblivious to Nick just trying to hide behind him.
Marsh is like, if I step closer and he attacks me, then my raptor can distract him, and it's like, oh, there's someone there.
Also, since Naroke's turn got skipped, he tapped.
Oh shit! I'm
that
sorry.
guy. It's fine. He
My
tapped
bad.
this guy. He's now stable. Naroke's gonna crawl up onto the table, kind of poke the cult, or I guess he can't poke the cultist this time, but he's moved his spiritual weapon further towards the barbarian. He just kind of looks down at her and, I'll be with you in a second.
Okay. Yeah, my apologies. I wrote Naroke in tiny letters between the two initiatives because I wrote them too close together. Whoops.
It's like
Okay.
Naroke's not doing anything of consequence right now. It's fine.
No, I didn't mean to skip you. All right, barbarian. He is looking very bloody. His frothing at the mouth has also turned a little bit pink as he's kind of coughing up some blood. And he is going to attempt to run. He's going to, yeah.
Well, a cowardly barbarian.
Yeah. I
Rage and
think having seen that his brethren and his partner that is supposed to help keep him in a fight has gone down, his cult leader, has a giant Goliath looming over him. Purple drop pretty quick. I think he's just sort of seeing the futileness.
The ever slowly moving presence of the ethereal scythe moving across the circle.
Yes, the Reaper scythe just inching towards him. He's going to disengage and make a run for the exit.
Okay. Oh, disengage. So he's not running very fast.
He's not running very fast, no. So where does he make it? Like here, I think?
Oh, well.
Oh,
That's not
wait,
quite gonna...
sorry, that's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. There you go. Okay.
Get him.
Yeah, you can't move through ally space, so it's like 5, 10...
50.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't 30. Yeah.
I think that's about right. My turn.
5:30. Okay, I was one down. Okay. Yeah. Now it's gone from the barbarian chasing raptor to maybe the raptor chasing barbarian.
Restart the Benny Hill theme.
Now, it would be incredibly unethical to shoot a fleeing enemy in the back, but also we don't care.
Yeah, since when has ethics been a problem for us?
Yeah, I'm just saying that in another campaign it would be tremendously unethical for us to shoot a fleeing enemy in the back, but in this campaign we're probably gonna do it.
Let's see here. He's probably... Oh, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cast a spell on him. He's probably weak enough for sleep. So first, see if it blows up.
Oh yeah. Called it.
Cool, doesn't blow up.
Does not blow up. I said giggle. Tom is gonna put someone to sleep.
I really love the idea of Marsh's solution to nearly every problem. Go to sleep.
Yeah, that's so if his hit points are 30 or less, he falls asleep.
Hey, he's down. It's not even a question. Yeah, he probably takes a point of bludgeoning damage on the way to the floor.
Knocking him to dying. No, just kidding. It's probably not happening. I'll
No,
double check though.
Yeah, no, he's down. That's more than enough to put him. I guess I'll give him like a... Is there a bunch of Zeds? Yeah, whatever.
Those are
He's
some wiggly
sleepy.
Zeds.
Yeah. And the combat ceases to be combat, I believe. Everyone...
Nope.
Yeah. The cultist leader in the ribs to stabilize him too. It's like, alright, now to get the ropes. And like he's gonna grab the cultist leader and kind of like flop him over his shoulder and hop off the table. Terran's still like tied up there or restrained there. It's like Naroke kind of like brings the cultist leader down. He's just gonna basically just drag all the bodies over to like together, just like tie them all up.
Totally like back to back in a circle and...
Yeah.
We should probably tie up the barbarian before that 1 minute sleep spell wears off.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think it's just a thing. He'll have to be him first, or I don't know. I pull out a crowbar. No, put that back.
Just his internal thought, his face journey as he just pulls out a crowbar, thinks about it, and puts it back.
I haven't got to use the crowbar for anything.
I'll try and fix that.
See, I just picture the scene where it's like you're trying to ride a bicycle in Pokemon when you're inside. Just Professor Oak, this isn't the time for that.
Yeah.
Marsh's internal monologue. This isn't the time for that.
Oh man.
Oh dear. Well, yeah. So I'll just say we don't need this anymore. You get all the cultists together, wrapped in a nice little circle of your choosing. Assume
I'm gonna
out.
go untie Taryn.
Taryn who?
You know that guy.
The guy we're looking for.
I thought we were. Oh yeah. I thought we were just beating up cultists. They were mean to us.
Also,
Also
Zilberry
that.
popped in and is like, cultist cast Sacred Flame. Does it become Sacrilege Flame?
Marsh doesn't like to think of
Sacrilegious.
these ethics.
Oh God.
Sacrilegious?
Sacrilegious.
Oh my God, that's a good point. Yeah. So you untie Taryn, and he's a bit groggy and out of it, but for the most part, he seems unharmed. So even though there is this creepy ritual going on, and on the table, it's not as if he's been flayed, or anything. You get the sense that they needed him alive.
Actually, I'm actually just thinking.
Yes.
I'm more remembering the last session. So the cultists set up a little camp, and one of them. I don't think she was actually the mayor, but one of them was that one gnome girl, right?
That's the mayor. That's
When the
Meeks.
camp, Meeks, yeah. When the camp split up, Meeks went back to town, right?
Meeks went back to town.
Okay,
Correct.
yeah, okay. I just wanted to double check, like Meeks wasn't also heading this direction. We're missing a Meeks, but no, Meeks went back to town. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Also, is one of the cultists here the orc that Meeks had the booty call with?
Yes.
Wunderbar.
That is the barbarian.
Okay. So yeah, how's Taryn doing?
Fine. Just a little groggy. Yeah, and as you guys kind of pull him free of his restraints, and he's just sort of like, "How did you find me? Who are you?"
Hi, your sister sent us. We found you through a very silly series of events that we won't go into great detail here.
We followed the booty call.
We went to a bowling alley.
Bowling alley into booty call into yeah.
Don't try to parse it. We certainly haven't.
And he's gonna say, "My Irsil, my sister. So she's all right then."
Yes.
for now,
She's
not-
back at the house.
Excellent. She's probably not safe there. I heard them talk about trying to get to her to get to me. They didn't
they already
crack
had
me,
you, so they obviously already got
Yes.
you.
but I wasn't giving them what they wanted. I would die before I do that. Before I work for them.
What do they want?
I have a strange ability, as you might call it.
Is it teleporting?
It's gonna kind of just deadpan to you, be like, take all the fun of it. It's really you.
Wait, does that
Yes,
mean you can
it
teleport us back to town too?
I could, yes. I'm a little bit tired, but I could probably do it with everyone's limbs remaining intact.
Good.
If you
because
take anyone's
carrying all
limbs
these
off, I would
bodies-
recommend, take them off Marsh because they will grow back.
I don't know if that's how it works.
No, it's fine.
Also, carrying all these would be a bit of a pain. Kind of motions to the conglomerate of bodies tied together.
Oh, you've left them alive.
Oh
Huh.
yeah.
Yeah, we realized we were on a hot streak and now we don't want to break it.
Interesting.
I think by our logic, if you like finish them off or something, I think it's still
Yeah,
good
it doesn't
in our
count.
book.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, 'cause that's basically how we dealt with the doctor? No, the doctor was the one who did the murdering. It's kind
The
of like
drug lord.
looks back. Long story. That we were on a train and a boat.
And then
And in a town. Don't worry about it.
Marsh, as you kind of give that little tidbit, he's already getting up and he's pulling a dagger off the table and he's gonna slit the throat of the blue cultist.
No.
Yay!
Wait for him, because we can get.
Oh.
See, there's the fun thing
we're
about
giving him mixed messages.
Yes,
He's
the
holding
fun
it.
thing about dealing with people like this is if we stab them, that's the end of it. That's the end of their whole ordeal. But if you let a town lynch them, then they have to suffer through everything that's going to lead up to that lynching.
But what if the town kind of likes the cultists? I mean, the cultists like
I mean,
kind
the town
of
likes
like
Perrin.
yeah,
And
but
if
but
the town finds out that Meeks was going, or Meeks basically sold Terran to the cultists to have Terran executed for some, kind of looks over the circle, fucked up ritual, kicks over a candle, then I don't think they're going to take too kindly to the fact that their mayor is selling off the citizens of their town for a booty call. Points to the orc.
yeah, but the cultists also paid rent to the bowling alley, so they might have been keeping the bowling alley in business. They might like that.
Nick puts his hand up.
I look at Nick.
Hey, Taryn, what was the ritual about?
Oh, that.
Yes, not to execute, thankfully. Because I wouldn't work for them, they were trying to control me in every sense of the word, physically, emotionally, mentally. So I would work for them.
Insight check. Is he mind controlled?
Oh, big brain there. Yeah, roll me that insight check.
9.
Hard to say because you've never met the guy before, but I don't know. Seems pretty cool.
Does he seem like he's mind controlled?
Seems fine.
Eyes aren't glazed or anything. He's pretty coherent now that he's had a moment to recover from the shock.
If you're the real Terran, tell me something only he would know.
Say something you would only say if you weren't mind controlled.
My boyfriend has a goatee made entirely of bedazzled gems.
Is that true?
Yeah, that is true. We've
That
met
is
him.
true.
Oh, okay, that probably
How do you
probably
feel
checks
about
out.
the
Also,
goatee
your
made
boyfriend misses
entirely
you
of
very
bedazzled
much. We should
gems?
probably get you back to him.
Yes. It's Pride Month, he says. It's Pride Month. He can do what he wants.
It's been Pride Month for years, apparently.
So yes, to that, I would like to get back. He refrains from slitting the blue guy's throat as you bring up that fact. I would be more comfortable if they weren't very much alive.
Yes, but we also can get more information out of them when they're alive.
I suppose.
As
Could
much
you
as
just?
I can ask people questions while they're dead, it's
Wait, you
a
can
little
do that?
bit. I can, but it's a little bit more tiresome because you can't really threaten the dead with a knife under their fingernail. Kind of looks over at Nick, because at that point they're already dead.
I'm currently picking my nails with that knife, by the way.
Shit. I should have seen that this was gonna come. Alright, so Terran's kind of pacing. He seems really uneasy at the idea of like leaving his captors just kind of
we're taking them with us.
it's just 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can't take us all there if you wanted my teleport magic. It's a bit not possible. Are we just going to travel with them in the night?
How many can you take?
That sounds
with
like a
teleport
pain in the
magic?
ass.
Maybe if we put some in the bag, like we can take them out of the bag when we get
I
there.
think
How many people
putting
can
them
you
in the
teleport?
bag.
He can teleport up to 4 people, not including himself.
Okay, so
So
if we put, how many of them would we need to put in the bag, and how long can they
all
live
of them,
if we put
they
them
can
in there?
last for 10 minutes divided by the number of people.
to 2 minutes.
Well, I think it really depends on which bag we put them in.
We're not putting them into the bag of rats.
We're
We
not
need
putting them in the bag of rats.
Oh, the rats are hungry.
If we put them in the bag of rats, that counts as killing them.
No, it's the rats that are killing them, not us.
What if Taryn puts them in the bag of rats?
But like, because Terran's basically
And then
casting
we put
teleport, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, it's kind of a
And then
version
we
of
put
that.
the fox in the bag of grain in the boat, and we leave the chicken back on the shore.
Wait, what?
How long does it take to actually teleport?
I'd say 3 minutes, give or take, from start to finish.
So from the time the spell completes to the time we arrive is 3 minutes.
About that. There's a little bit of walking, kind of like a shortcut I like to take. You sort of sidestep through the plains. It's not a lot of walking, if that helps.
Just double checking if my bag could actually fit 5 people. I think it might actually only be able to fit like 2. Let's see here, 500 pounds, and I probably have 100 pounds in there, so don't think we're gonna be able to fit all 5 unless they're a lot lighter.
He's gonna say, probably hold up the dagger that he took off the table and be like, I could lighten the load.
I mean, we also have the bag of holding, but it's a matter of how many of them
Will
will
they
actually
come back
make the
if we
trip.
put them in?
That's like the same thing. It's more the bag of holding in quotations fault than us. So maybe we just split it like 50-50.
When the bag of holding removes something, we don't necessarily know where it goes. For all we know, they're alive just in the astral plane for the next like 2 seconds before, you know, space does its shit and
Well, yeah,
they're
before
no
the
longer.
astral dreadnought eats them.
Sounds
that
like
said-
a them problem.
That sounds like an ambiguity that I am perfectly comfortable with. Just slowly shaking her head.
Okay. Taryn's just like, okay, so everyone's coming to town. I get that. Are we putting people in bags?
Yes.
Just
It sounds like 3 people are going in the good bag, 2 people are going in the maybe bad bag, and then we're good.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll put we want to keep the orc and the head cultist in the good bag.
Yep.
okay.
Let's put Green into the bad bag because Green was a spellcaster. So if
He'll
things
be
gonna go
fine.
bad for him, may as well. He's the most likely one to survive because he can spellcast his way to be alive. And yeah, so then so blue, red, and yellow are going into the good bag.
And then purple, who you just beat senselessly, and Caster fellow going into the bag of holding.
Holding. Yes.
Okay.
I should probably get an actual bag of holding at some point.
It's kind of like this way kind of spices it up a little bit.
Great. Okay. This would be so weird to me, the idea of just a bag swallowing people whole. But Taryn leaves you guys up to getting the people
Man,
situated.
I really hope they don't wake up in my bag. Like, we've got, like, the fire gauntlets and I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't bring it up.
It's fine. Sure, it's fine. I think they're more worried about the lack of air. Okay. Yeah. So as you guys are doing that, Taryn's gonna just kind of focus, and he's sort of not mumbling to himself, but he looks kind of like he's in a trance or whatever. And he says, when you're all ready, like, hold hands in a circle, you know, kumbaya like.
We'll go grab hands and just like.
And then he's going to say, all right, we're going to just walk casually clockwise. And as you guys hold hands, you're going to kind of spin in this circle.
Like looks around, like clockwise. Oh, okay. That's the direction people are going. Okay.
Wait, do they have clocks here? Shoot.
Probably.
Yeah, it's Diosel and Widdershins if you want to use old-fashioned terms.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I do want to do that.
Diosel is clockwise, Widdershins is counterclockwise.
I had no idea. You are full of the weirdest.
I'm a professional writer.
Yep.
Kids. I love it.
My brain is full of useless crap like that, and now I can't do math.
Perfect. So yes, Geoshul, if you don't mind, and then as you guys are walking, you can keep your eyes open for this, and so you see it almost looks like the world is draining of color, and it's becoming black and white, and then it becomes super misty as you continue to walk, and then the mist kind of grows super, super thick, so you can't discern anything, and then as you're walking, the mist is sort of fading down, and you recognize the black and white sort of like Irisil's house, but in black and white. You continue to walk, and slowly the mist fades and the color grows completely. And you find yourselves behind Irisil's house,
Okay.
none the worse for wear, with
Dumping
some
out the
people in
bodies.
bags.
Yeah, now we
Uh,
dump the bodies.
And this is where we'll go for our quick break as you guys are releasing people so they don't suffocate in bags of holding.
We will spend the break extracting people from bags.
Basically. All right, so we'll pick it up in like 10 minutes or so.
All right.
See you then.
Lovely. And boop. We are back to being live.
I lied, I wasn't ready. The bread's sticking. Okay. Welcome back.
So we dumped the bodies out of the
Resuming whatever.
bags.
Yes, bodies there. Everyone is okay. In the, I will
Mildly
say,
asphyxiated.
it's basically a little pale, blue around the lips. I'm just very confused as to what happened and what they saw. Yeah. So the cultists are out. I assume they're just tied up still behind Irisil's house.
Wherever we like portaled into, that's basically we got there and then dumped the bodies out.
Okay. Yeah. So he took you to Irisil's house. It's sort of on the outskirts of town. The neighbors seem pretty cool. Yeah. So you're behind her house. Cultists are out. Terran has left you momentarily to run to the front of the house and like knock on it, and so he's gone from sight for a bit, and comes back with Irisil, and they're all like super happy to see each other, and she's talking about like I have to send word to Desric, and then comes around the house to see you guys and see the cultists, and she's sort of like, what's this? Like, oh gosh, you were right.
I mean, these are some of the ones who abducted your brother, although Meeks was the one who sold him to them.
And then she's gonna look at Taryn and say, like, is this true? And he's just kind of like nods solemnly. And she's like, I will kill her.
No, not
And
yet.
Taryn,
Not yet.
you have a plan then?
Well, and like Naroke's just kind of like grab the barbarian, kind of set him up and slap in the face a bit to make sure he's awake. He was the one who was under the sleep spell, so I imagine he's already awake, but Naroke's slapping him in the face anyways.
Because he kind of takes it on the cheek, glares at you.
We've got Meeks' booty call here.
And Irisil's gonna kind of go eyed wide and look at him and say, huh, a bit of a size difference kink there, eh?
Like
We were trying not to think about it too much.
Like a hamster and a banana. But,
so, well, first off, thank you, my brother. You brought him back to me safely. Oh my goodness, thank you. Top-notch work there. We are absolutely willing to help you going forward. But it seems like you have a plan for these people and Meeks. So how do I help? And this is Irisil asking.
You got a... When we first arrived into town the first time, you had a...
Yep, go on.
When we first arrived into town the first time, you had a bit of a gathering of people, small mob essentially, as you and Meeks were arguing about your brother.
Yes.
I wonder if you could start another one of those. That you have you've been given new information that Meeks may have done something to your brother. Don't bring him out yet, though. Because we can essentially march and motions to the cultists, the lot of them as well as your brother, into the middle of said mob.
The siblings kind of exchange a pair of smirky glances, and she's sort of looking down at her non-existent watch and say, "The quickest I can do is an hour. Is that enough?"
Kind of looks over at the cultists. I'm sure they'll last till then.
So she's gonna tell your Taryn, hide inside. We'll give you the cue, I guess. You'll fill her in more. She's gonna take off to town and start amassing a mob. Where do you guys have a preference where they meet? Could it just be the same sort of by the entrance of town last time?
Wherever there's going to be a lot of people.
Town square.
The
market
more
Alright.
square.
The better.
Bowling alley.
We'll do the
Bowling alley.
bowling outside the bowling alley by the market.
Yay, bowling
Perfect.
alley.
So Irasil's gonna hightail it off, just to go do whatever, amass a mob. If you guys are to stick around Irasil's place within the next 15 minutes, Desric would be coming running over the hills and run inside the house to see Taryn.
Oh, for sure. While Irisil's going and lighting the dumpsters on fire in town, is there anything that we want to ask the cultists?
Well, I guess
I mean, I feel like a general hi, what the fuck is in order.
Yeah, that's fair.
I kind of want to. The other thing I want to figure out is that whole map nonsense, because I guess actually also, isn't it kind of implied that this gas they used was the same gas that was used on us? So that's also a problem. Or maybe it could have been a different gas, but there might be a connection.
Probably a connection on account of the device that was the little gas grenade thingy was, or had the dagger inside. Had one of the eyeball
Symbol?
daggers.
So yeah, I mean, if we could figure out at least one of those two things, that would be great.
Yeah, so
Yeah, all cultists are awake and glaring at you.
oh,
Such
come on,
an
you
evil
brought this
laugh.
upon yourselves. So, kind of squats down. Do tell me, who is the actual head of the Cult of the Devil's Eye?
And you know what, Bluey, big old blue boy, he'll be the one that kind of speaks up and is gonna say, "You think any of us know an actual name?"
Name, perhaps not, but general descriptions, some sort of inclination of who or what they want. You know, fun stuff like that. And no, I wouldn't expect a peon like you to have any actual good information. So don't you worry your little head.
He spits on the ground when you say that, kind of growls at you. Look, there's no way I'm coming out of this alive. I'm not going to tell you anything about about the organizers. The Devil's Eye, you won't get a word about them from me.
Kind of looks over to Nick. It's like fingernails.
Torture's not good for getting information out of people, just getting their attention.
Oh, I'm fully aware of that, but if he's not going to give us anything anyways, then there's no reason to make his end pleasant. Kind of scooches over to the orc. So you and Meeks, huh?
Yep. What about it?
How long's that been going on?
I was gonna say, Joey, how long have we been here? Joey's gonna be like, about 4 months. About 4 months.
Were you expecting her to sell you out so soon?
And that, Oh, well, he's gonna insight to check the fucking hell out of that. It's a 2. You kind of see him like look to himself, like, no, she wouldn't. She couldn't. She'd be in just as much trouble. And he's sort of
I
debating,
didn't think we
like,
found you. We weren't just wandering around aimlessly in the mountains.
his breathing starts to grow kind of labored, and his face, his kind of deep purpley skin is growing dark purple and flush, and he's kind of getting agitated. And he says, I'll kill her.
She figures she could sell you out and try and get away out of the scot-free, trying to claim that you forced her into this.
That's not true at all. It's not true. We, oh man, you fucking devil. I hate you so much. I hate you. He's, yeah, just super grumpy. Let me pull up my notes. I have to switch this around now. She was our contact. We were looking for a certain person. We didn't quite know who or where. We narrowed it down to Newport, interrogated the mayor a little, and she agreed to help us find who we needed to find.
And who did you need to find? Was it Taryn? Or was it someone
Taryn.
Taryn was supposed to find for you?
Taryn. We needed to find him. We were hired to acquire him because somebody needs use of his abilities.
Do you know what he was supposed to find for you once you got his mind on your side?
I don't know. I don't know if it was about finding a thing or getting to a place. I don't know. They just wanted Taryn for what he could do.
Which is fair. It's a very useful talent.
Yeah, so I was going to say we're hired, and then Joey's going to be like, don't do it, man! The voice of reason.
I'm just gonna shuffle over to Joey and cover his mouth.
Orc Boy is gonna say we were hired by Purveus. He's hired the Devil's Eye specifically to help the odd tasks. We don't know what or why all the time. Just go here, do this. We don't have a sense of the bigger picture, but they pay in full and they pay well.
Who's Purveus?
DM, have we heard the name Purveus before?
You sure have. He might be the rogue. That's the part of the Heroes of the Shard.
I was about to say, is he in the Heroes of the Shard?
Yes.
Yeah, Purveus is the halfling male rogue.
Okay, I think I know what they wanted Taryn to help them find.
Something, you stole their boat?
Not even looking for the artifacts, they're just looking for their boat.
Yeah.
You took their means of transportation away.
Now we're taking their means of finding their means of transportation away.
So freaking stupid. I love it.
Cycle will continue till we finish the mission.
To which, Marsh, you brought up maybe having some questions about a certain gas.
Yeah, actually, first things I just want to get this one out of the way. So I took the map off the wall on the bowling alley hideout. So I just kind of roll it up, and I'm just like, "What's this?"
I guess you're not asking if it's a map.
Like this.
Like this.
I don't interrogate.
New map, who dis? Alright, let me pull it up. Alright, the map. And you're just gesturing to the whole thing?
Yeah, like, it's pointing a little bit more at, like, the marks that were made on the map.
Yeah, okay. The places we've been looking for Taryn. It wasn't easy to find.
Oh, I guess, teleportation just kind of make that hard. Like, but there's, like, like a couple different symbols here. Like, is that just what every one of these symbols means?
Uh, probably more or less. I don't know. I'm not a keeper of the map.
Yeah,
Who is the
makes
keeper
sense.
of the map?
I kind of just made that up. I don't know that there really is a keeper of the map. It's
Ooh,
just a
the
map.
I
keeper.
I turned to look at Blue.
And he'll say, I cross things off as we find them, as locations become irrelevant. Put X's in them. It's just a way to keep track of where we think we've had sightings of Terran.
So you were looking for Terran at Vespire? Did you go there?
No, that place is a shithole. We tried to
Yeah,
get
who
close.
would go there?
I know, right?
We didn't even get close to the city before we started getting sick.
So you just are like, nah, and then cross that
He
one
can't
off
be
and went
there.
somewhere else.
Gross it out.
Yeah.
Dude, how do you guys get around so fast without tearing? Cause like that's like it's a big map. It's a lot of places. It's kind of
How long have you
impressive.
been at this?
4 months looking for him. We've
Man.
had other jobs throughout,
Do you like take the train, like the rest of us?
we have taken a train, yes.
Yeah, okay,
Uh,
that makes sense.
There's
Is the
also
murder mystery there too?
no. There
Shame.
was not a murder mystery on our train. Why would that be a thing?
Oh, I highly recommend it.
It was a very enlightening
Well-
experience.
Well, okay. Well, I guess that answers the map. Just kind of like put it to the side, dig around the bag, show the grenade. Where'd you get this?
Uh,
This.
We're often outfitted with gear to help complete our task. This was just one of the things given to us to help to do targets.
Where can
Given to
I?
you by.
Purveus.
So just
He's our
Uh,
contact.
at this point, I got a question because this little thing had pulls out one of the daggers, like one of these in it, which is a coat of the mind's eye. So does he run the cult?
Nope. Just as our gear. They give it to us to use, and I put stuff in it. I modify it if need be.
So you
Oh,
can
you're
make
a handy
more of
fella.
these.
He's just kind of look around, like do. Maybe.
I mean, it'd be cool. Like, I'd pay you some money for some of these. They're pretty cool knickknacks. I like knickknacks.
Well, I mean,
Tell
at
you
this
what,
point, money I don't think is even what he wants.
I'll,
Just
A legend noose is probably far more interesting for a man.
no,
in
no.
his
He's got cool knickknacks. I want to buy his knickknacks. Where's his knickknacks?
I will give you all the knickknacks. He looks to you, Marsh. And any information if you just let us walk away.
And sorry, which one is it that's trying to, or who is doing the modifications?
The blue guy, kind of the sort of head, sort of,
I
cultisty guy.
I like that guy. I like this guy's deal. He seems to have a good. He brings up a good point.
We will go back to the Devil's Grasp. You'll never see of us again. This whole thing was just a bad dream.
Where is
Yeah,
the?
they'll report back to Purveus, though.
They will, 100%.
But we get knickknacks.
You already have. You have so many knickknacks.
A
Yeah,
little
but, like,
mechanical bird just chirps up on your shoulder.
I just like poke a little bit. I forgot about you, knickknack.
Your raptor is a knickknack.
Man, I just
Also,
want things.
I'm also just amused at the whole like ring around the rosy thing we had to do for the teleport, and appreciate the fact that Raptor is included in those people being teleported. And so just the awkward like Raptor arms during that waddle.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I guess March kind of like it's kind of asks his questions. He kind of backs up a little bit. He's like, I think we should let him go for things.
How How does Purveus contact you?
There's a drop point.
Where?
We, in a city, Headway City, at the Trifector. We typically rendezvous every so often, or he has a contact meet us. We exchange information and go about our business.
Also, what do you know about Broody?
Oh, right. Broody. Sorry, could you give a description of... We're cultists, we're all kind of broody.
Broody is a very apt description of him. It kind of
Alright.
exudes broodiness.
Exudes broodiness.
Looks over at the organs like, this chap, he exudes more of a fuck around and find out kind of situation about him. But Broody's just like, distinctly like, I don't want to talk to people, I don't want to be involved in people, but I will throw a whole bunch of knives at a big ass fucking bear.
Ah, yes, the standoffish fellow. I joined the... I don't know, kind of young to the cult. Seemed to take to it well enough because he doesn't give a shit about much, but it's also hard then to get him to give a shit about important things like tasks and stuff.
Like his job.
It's kind of exactly. So this give or take. He can be good one day and kind of crap the next. What exactly do you want to know about Broody? I'm trying to understand where this is going.
Just seeing if there's anything like noteworthy, like, oh, he's like one of the high level like people who, it's like he's worthwhile trying to track and hunt down, stuff like that. So, but if he's just like, oh yeah, he's just a random new guy who doesn't do anything, then
random new guy.
And how long has Purveus been contracting the cult?
Since before I started.
And how long would you start?
5 years ago.
Okay. And what sort of things has he had you look for aside from our friend here for the past 4 months?
Truthfully, we're not usually finding things. We're dealing with problems. You know what I mean?
Oh, what kind of problems?
Sometimes wiping out a village, sometimes a certain person, assassinating groups.
Fair.
Burn down a library here.
Aside from Terran, has there been any other groups that they've been trying to get you to track down?
Not me personally, not my squad. You'd have to... Yeah, I couldn't say. The Devil's Eye is kind of a big blanket organization. I don't know everyone in the cult.
That's fair. Anything else that we need to know?
You'd feel a lot better if you just let me and my men go.
I don't know, guys. You just admitted to burning down a library. I mean, we're pretty awful people, but there's some things that are unforgivable.
It was the job. What do you want? They were trying to stifle the flow of information.
There's a thing called standards.
They were trying to, or you were trying to? Because if you burned down the library, you stifled the flow of a lot of information.
I do what I'm told.
I'm pretty sure we don't got no printing press going on right now, so there's...
Well, not anymore. We burnt that down too.
Man, we just really hate books.
Fuck books. People read them.
The archives make more sense than the library. Yeah. Just think of us as like an organized group of mercs for hire, but I don't know, bit seedier than that.
That also dabbles in demon worship and summoning of shit.
There's no demon worship. There's no summoning. It was a ritual to make him become a puppet. Since he wouldn't comply, I would have rather not had to have done it. If he could have just agreed to go along with everything, it would have been much easier. Less candles.
But see, the thing is, you had the backup plan of demon voodoo. Which clearly means there's been enough demon voodoo to have demon voodoo as a backup plan.
I don't know what to say to that.
Honestly, I'm still stuck on the library thing.
God.
Yeah, right now, I just imagine Nick's just like, I want to stab him. I'm going to stab him all right the fuck now.
Only Endress was here. He did what?
Yeah,
No,
Endress would get her first
At that
kill.
point, we have to tie up Endress so that she doesn't murder them all before we can
Exactly.
bring them into town.
Our sweet little scholar.
She's like,
Yeah.
I knew some of those books.
Exactly. It's me. Okay. Yeah. Other questions for cultists? Are we?
I like how the cult part's like really casual. Like it's just kind of like definitely the more for the money, but I guess like the devil part just kind of comes with some nice perks they can dip in. Appreciate that.
Right. We only tap into it when we need to.
Yeah, do we have any questions that we need answered at this point, or do we go and start the mob, or go and join the mob?
I think we might go and join the mob now.
Okay.
I guess I have like one shot in the dark. I don't think it's gonna get anything, but I'm just curious. I just kind of like in regards to the gas grenade, I ask where the little pip in the middle comes from, if the guy knows.
Oh, right. Like inside the actual. Yeah. It's a modified plant of some sort. I really couldn't tell you what locale it's from.
Darn, I guess he got that from Purveus?
Yeah. Yep.
Ah, darn.
And even he doesn't make it. He just gave it to us.
Okay. Yeah, that's all my questions.
Okay. So going forward, because it's been a bit of time that you've talked about this, and
Yeah, we tried them while we're
Irisol.
waiting for Endress, or for Irisol
Irisol,
to start the riot.
I guess it's a little late in the day, not quite midday. Do you guys need to be stationed somewhere? Are you just gonna like trickle in? I guess. What's your plan of attack for this? Because if you leave her house and go to the market, you can see that there's already a group of people amassed, and more are trickling in.
Probably have Nick...
I think we station ourselves somewhere dramatic, and and be prepared to like drag the cultists out whenever Terran makes his appearance.
Roll me perception checks. Oh, right. It would help if I actually look at what you got.
15.
15. Okay.
22.
All right.
And... Oh, come on. 20.
20. All right. So Dominic, you see a really tall potato stand. Tom, you see like a cool steeple with a bell.
Ooh.
Giggle. What does Naroke see? He sees a ladder leaned up on the side of a building that's under construction. Those are some tall places you guys can hang out if you want to be dramatic. There's
Well,
building under construction, people.
Yeah, the issue though with like trying to like go up to the steeple or something like that, we still have a bunch of cultists we gotta drag with us. So
yeah, I'm not dragging a guy to the top of a potato stand.
Fair enough.
And like if we're dragging him to the top of the steeple, that's likely where they're gonna get hanged. So like no sense in bringing them up there just to throw them off immediately. Because we're gonna have to drag them. We'd bring them up there, then have to bring them back down to the mob, and then bring them back up. That's just a lot of work.
You know what? Fair enough. I thought this was gonna be like one of those like, and then what happened was, and everyone turns around and gasps and see you guys like looming above them. Anyways,
It's mostly like we're wanting to like watch to see when Meeks is there. Like make sure Meeks and Irisol are both there. That like there is already a bit of a spat going on. as we kind of march them up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's pretty easy then. It probably doesn't matter where you march them from because attention is going to be on Meeks and Irasil. So
Yeah.
you can probably just hang out behind the stalls with
Also,
the.
one thing that we should probably also do is because Meeks had a cultist robe, correct?
Correct.
Hey Nick, want to go and swipe a cultist robe from Meeks' house? I mean, the robe's gonna be gnome-sized.
This is true. Okay, do we know where Meeks is at the moment? Like, is she home?
I would say at this point, you would see Meeks and Irasil. So they're sort of at the center of town. What they're saying can't be like understood because the town folk are like shouting. So there's no real good conversation happening here because everyone just seems to be sort of rioting and very angry. So
Do I have time to go and steal the cultist robe from Meeks? How far away is her house?
from the market, like 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Although I will say, this could have been like planned before. Like obviously,
Okay.
I was moving
Yeah.
things along. So
Okay, so yeah, if we can incorporate it into the plan that I pop over to Meeks' house, I guess first off, scout it out to make sure that it's not like under guard, or at least not under intense guard.
it is not.
Okay, and
As far as Meeks is concerned, nothing's fishy's going on.
Oh, I see a cat. In that case, I will sneak in, and we had found the cultist robe before that, right? Like,
No, we found the
Yes.
cultist dagger underneath the bed.
Sorry, you found the dagger underneath the bed. But you know where her room is because you found it in her room. So it's I would say it's likely you check her room and you would find it in there.
Okay, I will sneak up to her room, locate her wardrobe, open it up, and rifle through to see if I can find a suspicious-looking culty robe.
It's there on the hanger, plain view.
Neat. I will grab that, shove it into my bag, sneak back out.
And then I'd say, I guess by that point, then, if you're planning this out and doing it a little earlier, there's a mob starting to amass. There's no
Okay.
rioting yet. There's just hush whispers.
Okay, so that was our quick leverage flashback to me stealing the robe.
Perfect. Does anyone else want to set anything up for the scene, or is it just going to be sneakily get the cultists there and Terran keep them out of sight, and then present them?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really think of too many things to add to it. It's like, here you go. Here's the cultists.
I just picture you like grabbing barrels so you can light them on fire. Just like, wait, can't do a riot without these. And someone's like, riot? What are you talking about? Like, you'll see.
Don't worry about it.
Some
Just warming
Give it a
everything
few
up.
minutes.
Yeah, so then, 10 minutes later, if you guys are kind of sneaking out by the market side, you see Irasil dragging Meeks by her arm. The crowd, the mob, as it were, is grown thicker, as if people are just like seeing people. They're like, what the hell is going on over there? So it's not even a matter of like going to people to bring them. It's just the power of attraction.
Yeah.
Because something big is going down in the town square. Yeah, and Irasil, you can see her like pulling Meeks along. It's pretty easy because she's a gnome, and like tosses her to the ground and she's like, "You liar! You sold him out. You would have had him killed." She doesn't know that for sure, but yeah, she's just kind of going on about Meeks, and Meeks is arguing back, like feigning ignorance, explaining like, "I don't know what you're talking about. How dare you disrespect me like this?" Yeah, and now
I think that's the moment where I come forward with the little wee cultist robe, and Naroke and Marsh probably come forward with the cultists.
Yep.
I've got thaumaturgy, so I can make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud.
Oh, good.
That's what this needs.
Oh yeah, a very loud Naroke.
Yeah, so Meeks is in the process of saying, like, all I've ever done is kept people safe. And then...
And especially as Meeks says, all every time to keep people safe, Naroke is gonna cast thaumaturgy on himself and just yell at the top of his lungs, selling him out to a cult is safe.
Goes the crowd.
As like we're like marching the group forwards.
They look very sullen. You see a couple of the pin monkeys run back into the bowling alley and close the door. Just like they recognize these guys. Because you are right outside the bowling alley. Yeah, so the cultists, you're leading them forward, Naroke, or someone? Yeah.
I imagine that probably got two, and Marsh probably has one, Raptor's got one, and Nick's got one.
Oh, Raptor. Yeah, the crowd parts as these hooded, angry, kind of bloody cloaked figures march through. And Meek, she pales, like she's done for. Kind of knows, like, oh, how is she gonna get her way out of this one? But just, yeah, you see the fear in her eyes while she tries to sort of stone her resolve. And she's gonna say, these are the kind of people I'm trying to keep you safe from.
At which point I whip out the cultist robe and show that it is very clearly gnome size. And I will in fact hold it up next to Meek's.
See? Pretty close.
Be like, you sure about that?
She snatches it from your hands and says, this proves nothing!
I mean,
this could belong to anyone.
And a dagger too, so really.
Clearly planted to make me look bad.
Oh, you know what else we planted to make you look bad? Hey, Taryn!
Oh, shit, yeah. I forgot about that. Yes! Alright. And you see Taryn strut forward with Desric on his arm. Bedazzled goatee sparkling in the light. And Taryn steps forward and says, it's true. She sold me out. I've been missing for days. Under her orders. Yeah. That's how he understands it. And to that, the crowd, again, gasps in dismay.
I mean, who was the one who kept saying that you shouldn't go looking for Taryn? And kind of looks down at Meeks.
Oh man, Meeks is nothing for that. Yeah, Meeks this whole time is kind of slowly backing up towards the edge of the crowd, just like little steps.
I think I'm just gonna go and stand behind Meeks.
All right, hold person and a body block. Right, I forgot you have hold person. Is that a first level spell?
Wisdom's. It is a leveled spell.
All right, please explode.
Do not explode.
Okay. It's a 9. Explode.
But yeah, hold person. So Meeks has to make a wisdom saving throw to try and resist it.
Yeah.
So I imagine she's probably got commoner stats.
I don't have a stat block for her, but commoner stats. All right, that's a 15 on the die plus 0, so
okay. So
15.
She succeeds. So she's not held.
Hell yeah, but she bumps into Dominic and looks up, and then is just like, okay. And she's gonna say, I was paid handsomely, money which I put back towards this town, this livelihood. Newport was dying, and I have kept it alive.
Really? A whole bunch of new money? Because I came in and bought diamonds, and apparently that was a lot of money that people have not seen in quite some time. So, how much money did you actually put back into town, and how much did you keep?
Oh man, good questions. She's gonna like turn away from you guys and plead to the town like, friends, family, you know me. They're not even from here. She gestures to a ragtag group.
You're right. We're not from here. Which means the only thing that actually matters to us is the truth. We have no investment in the town. So we benefit nothing from tearing it apart.
No investment of the town. We like the bowling alley.
I do like the bowling alley.
Was nice.
Newport, great bowling.
And then I'll turn to the crowd and say, and also, we're not from here. We cannot pass judgment on this woman. You can, though.
And with that, Taryn's gonna step forward and say, and pass it harshly, whatever we shall. Be like, friends, you know me. I am from here. He looks at Meeks. I've done nothing but help everyone in this town to the best of my abilities. I've come to know you as family. You've taken me in when I was at my worst, me and my sister. You've, and I'm happy to be back with you now, but I can't live here while she remains. And he points to Meeks, and there's some like nodding in the crowd and some like hushed whispers or whatever, because you guys have some pretty damning evidence. The cultists haven't even spoke yet,
Yup.
but with Taryn back, clearly alive and well, you see one cultist, Marsh. You see this, and out of nowhere, he just sort of pulls up a pitchfork and is kind of looking like, eh?
Cultist does?
Or, sorry, not a
Cultist
cultist,
get a
town,
pitchfork.
sorry, townfolk. The townfolk.
There's always
Sorry,
some
that
guy who
was just
shows up to the thing with a pitchfork.
It's the broody guy. How dare he?
He's back. No, just townfolk. Like, we doing this? Like, he's kind of heard enough.
I mean,
There's always
not
the
to
one guy who
mention,
shows up with a pitchfork.
Terran does not feel safe with Meeks around because Meeks sold Terran for profit. And if Meeks is willing to sell someone who has done so much for the town for profit, what would they do to those of you who are just average citizens? What would they sell you for?
I'm an average citizen. Oh no. You in the far back by the potato stand, you hear a small chant of trial by combat, trial by combat.
Ooh.
And it kind of spreads to the rest of the crowd, and so there's people are calling for blood, basically.
I just want to see Meeks and Terran in a slap fight. Is that so wrong?
I think they should have a bowl off.
Okay, if we settle all
would
of our
like
problems.
to veto that idea.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't want
also
to take the
don't know
risk
how
that
good,
Meeks is really fucking good at bowling.
or Terran is really bad at bowling.
Yeah.
I don't think we should hinge the resolution of this plot on that.
Oh.
Stop betting the fate of the world on fucking fights.
We have a bowling alley. I want to apply it to every problem we have.
Rats and bowling.
Why not put the two together?
No.
Reach in the bag, get a Rat King, bowl down the alley, or bowl down the lane with Rat King. Fine.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah. So Irisil's going around. She's trying to hype up the crowd. Be like, justice for Terran, and people are shouting that they want like a trial. And Terran's just kind of standing there, like, feeling like he's already won. And Meeks is starting to sob, and the cultists are looking really shitty and upset, and probably worried they're gonna die.
That's not our problem.
And then after a couple minutes, a member of the town guard goes and is like arresting Meeks and has her tied up. She's been officially subdued.
See,
and yeah, go on.
See, now this is the moment where it's just like, do I give the orc his moment of alleviating his frustrations? Because he's gonna get bound up too. Right now, as far as he's concerned, he thinks that Meek sold him out.
Yeah, that's true.
He does, but also I'm not concerned about making sure he has his moment of catharsis. He's a bad person.
Oh, fair. But it also means that I have one less person in my hands.
You're thinking of letting him go.
Yeah, just let him go. It's like, this is going to be your only chance. But no, if the guards are coming and arresting Meeks, and we'll pass the cultist off to them as well. The spellcasters are gagged, of course.
Right, so no somatic component, or
no verbal components. They're also
no somatic for
they're
that
also
matter.
bounced, no somatic components. which also means they can't reach into their pocket to pull out material components. So unless they've got something that has no components, which I don't think there are any spells that have no components, they're SOL.
What does prestidigitation need?
Prestidigitation requires
I feel like that's got to be the only
somatic
cantrip.
components, I do
Oh.
believe.
Oh, like jazz hands. I think you can't
have
do
to jazz hands.
prestidigitation without jazz hands. Yeah. So guards will come. They will take away all cultists and meeks. Take them to the guardhouse. You guys can interject at any time, or try and change the course of fate. But otherwise, as they're getting carted off, many of the townsfolk are following and like calling for blood, and yeah, the mob around you eventually dies out by the bowling alley. Sorry, Marsh.
Oh, I was just saying, I was just as they're heading out, it's like I think the town's probably got this.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I feel like I think they got this in hand.
Yeah, hopefully, whatever happens, the cultists will be more mad at the town than us, and keep going along our business.
Well, I mean, as far as we're concerned, as long as none of them get to leave, then the heroes of the Shard continue to not have the information they require.
I'm like a little bit concerned that they still might have like maybe one or two more people more on the inside that can pass the information along, but I mean we at this point I don't think there's anything we can really do to stop that. So
Well, I mean, do they have anything that can tie us to grabbing their shit? We showed up in this town by walking.
yeah, I mean we also are going to use a special, assuming we're kind of in private, we're using a teleportation to get out of here. As long as Terra doesn't say where we go, the heroes don't have a lead on us anymore.
And with that, Taryn steps up and says, I will personally assure that none of those cultists survive this ordeal, one way or another. And I am very, very, very indebted to you.
Yeah,
Good,
all your
because we've got a
secrets
trip
stay
we need
with
to make.
yeah. I think I think after the teleportation is done, and you don't mention to anyone any information of our go-tos or whereabouts, then yeah, we can call it good.
Trust is hard to come by, and I haven't given you much of a reason to trust me. But for what it's worth, this
Oh.
stays between us.
Actually, I guess I do have one quick question for you. So we when we got hooked up, we got pointed to your direction by a contact of ours, but the contact seemed to like mix your name with your sister's name. I believe that was the mix-up.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah, the weird part is that we got we were told to go talk to Irisil before you went missing.
I was wondering if you had any clues on that, or maybe if you have any information on the people that could have sent us your way.
Off-putting. As for the people that told you to get in touch with my sister, I don't know anything about that.
I guess I'll like just mention this to the group. Is like, should we share that or keep that hush? I feel like Tara knows a lot of stuff, but he's been around.
Has been around all over the world.
So I don't know. I guess I'll just kind of ask the group. It's like, should we bring them up, or should we just leave it? I mean,
What was the
I'm
name of the
leaning to-
person who told us?
Morphe. Morphe was your contact, saying you can find Irisil in Newport, and she will be able to help you travel or get to your next location.
Yeah, like
So
I would be down bringing up either Morphe or maybe the name of the organization. But if that's too much, I can just drop it.
I mean, I still think at some point in time we're going to have to go and shank Gimli.
Yeah, so maybe...
Because I'm pretty sure that if Gimli is having his contacts be like, oh yeah, go talk to this person, who isn't actually the person who we need to talk to, but it's their like brother who's gone missing, but we're telling you to go and talk to them, before they've actually gone missing. It's like
It seems to also imply maybe they knew that Taryn was gonna go missing.
yeah,
'Cause
well, and
they-
that's just it. Like I think that like me as a player thinks that Gimli is definitely in ties with the Devil's Eye, either having given them information on where Taryn is, or is actually running either the Cult of the Devil's Eye or part of it, like an arm of it, and so he was the one who sent them off.
I
Because
think
the fact
Marsh
that we got
has
the wrong
enough.
name before the person went missing.
Like it's the fact that it was like the wrong name, but the wrong name led us on a path to finding the kidnapped person. So what's the name of the organization that's quote unquote helping us again?
Well, it's Gimli's organization. I don't think
There's
a
no
name.
name per
Yeah, he's
se.
just
Okay.
our
Yeah,
employer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Unless anyone says me, I'm just gonna ask Taryn straight up. It's like, do you know anything about Gimli and his organization? Does that name like ring a bell at all?
And you would say
Hess.
Gimli Hess. No, I'm afraid. The name's not familiar. Do you know where he hails from?
It's from a random town south of here.
You would know that it is Blackfalds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's in
Black-
Blackfalds.
And would say I've never had the privilege of going. I kind of stay away from the south. That's where things get a little bit sickly.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Do you know a Morphe?
Nope, that name not familiar either.
Well, worth a shot. Yeah, just, a lot of people seem to have tabs on you, so I guess just watch out for that.
Yes. On that note, I have a feeling it's not safe for me to stay here, and I think I'm going to find a place to lay low for a while.
probably
Yeah,
a wise
that's-
decision.
That's almost
Also,
guaranteed for the best.
How does your teleportability work?
Like
Like, do you picture the place that you need to go to and suddenly poof, you're there? Do you have to think really hard on a specific item or something like that? Or do you just kind of close your eyes and hope?
so I basically picture it. I don't have to have never have had to have been there. If somebody could tell me, like, oh, there's this stone pillar and it's covered in vines and it looks kind of like this, I can usually sort of weed out a location if I can be given a description or from a picture in a book.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
if the place exists, you can potentially find it, though you may go to the
Potentially.
wrong spot.
Yes, it's possible. It's happened. Lots of funny adventures that way.
And so you can do this, and it can take you to an item.
Item. I've never pictured an item and have been taken to it. I've been able to picture where an item should be, and it could bring me closer.
Okay.
Like a throne made of human fingers, and I could picture that and potentially be by the throne made of human fingers. That's by the crown you need, for example.
So yeah, as long as we have the location near the item, it should be fine.
What do you think about deserts?
I think they're very hot, and I've been many times.
Great, because that's where we need to go.
Great. More deserts. Desert's very big. Do you have any specific location in mind?
We're specifically looking for the pyramids that are near where the bomb dropped.
Why would you be going there?
It's a long
Probably
fucking
archaeology.
story.
All right. Can I take you close to them and not on top of them?
As
is
close,
good.
yeah, as close
Close
as
is good.
comfortable for
Also,
you.
Kind of looks over to Marsh. We're gonna have to shove Raptor in a bag.
Yeah, no, he's very compactable, so that's no problem. I'll start
Good, because
I'll
otherwise
start
we're not
setting
gonna
them
be
up
able
for
to
that.
bring along our lovely guide.
Yes, this would be where you have to.
Oh shit, where's Endress right now?
Endress is at the inn reading, like Sir Darwin asked her to.
looks out the window, sees the mob forming, and just like, oh, this stuff again.
Yeah. That tracks. Par for the course.
At least we didn't forget Endress until after we teleported. That would have been awkward.
Oops.
Hey, Taryn, could you go back, find this, our lovely guy, and then teleport them back to us? Also, how often can you do that?
Once every 3 days, so technically, yes, I could bring her.
Okay,
Also, I
so
won't be teleporting you, for 2 days from now.
That's fine. We'll have to rest up and make sure we're all geared up for that.
I guess when we after our business done in the desert and everything, of course you don't have to divulge this information if you don't want to, but like if maybe we wanted to find you again in the future, do you know if we would maybe have a good way of getting in contact with you, or you
I
prefer
can
to
send them a
just
message and say hi.
oh, like with the actual like message non-cantrip spell, the sending spell?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
Because that's
Interesting.
also how I'm contacting the boat once we're done in the desert.
That's right. It's like
Well-
there was a way.
well, I guess I'll just ask Taryn if he's cool, if potentially we want to call on him in the future, if we can send a sending message his way sometime in the future.
Of course, I can't say no to the people that saved my life, essentially. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't.
Cool.
For what it's worth, I'm heading southeast to start, but yeah. If
We can get in contact. You're not going to like the Devil's Tongue place, are you?
Oh, hell no. There be cultists there.
Eldritch, Florida.
Not Florida.
Not
It's
Florida.
basically Florida.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess I'm ready to get ready for 2 days and then teleport.
Yes, I think at this point we figure out what we need to do and buy over the course of the next couple days, and then go poof.
Sounds good.
Well, according to Meek, she's been funneling a lot of money into this place, so you should be able to find a lot of what you want.
I
You
don't
know?
think that's
Except
true.
not diamonds.
We found
Very
a weird basement of sadness in our house, and that was really about it.
Yeah,
decent.
I do want to go and investigate the basement of sadness.
Oh, you want to?
At some point in time, we should probably investigate the basement of sadness before we leave. Seems
Okay.
like more culty stuff was going on down there.
Yeah.
More
Yeah, I
damage.
mean, if we
damage.
could-
Find all of her money and then spend it and then crash the local economy and then
Have a big party and leave.
It's actually not a bad idea to have a party in her house. Everyone's invited.
Oh,
In Meek's
man.
manor.
Meek's
Uh,
manor.
I'm gonna say, so as far as purchasing things, just let me know what you want to get, and I'll let you know if it's here. If it's basic gear, traveling supplies, you can absolutely find it at regular price.
we'll probably just need to stock up mostly on rations and water.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
I have a hat that rains
Water's
on
gonna be
me.
a thing.
you do have a hat that rains on you.
I think Marsh's interest is just in scrolls, so he could write more spells down, but that's not something that's just usually in a small town in the middle of nowhere, so
Yeah,
not
just
holding
go to
up
the
too much of that-
bodega on the corner and you get a bunch of spell scrolls.
Yeah, basically.
A quick jaunt into Meeks's manor while she is currently being incarcerated. The spooky cellar or basement area during the light of day is far less spooky, especially when things aren't throwing bombs at you. There's nothing nefarious down there. There's like a cold storage room for like food. There's a storage room for cleaning supplies. It was honestly, it just seems like a place where they felt like they could get you cornered and trapped, knock you out so you're not Meeks' problem, go about their time. So, yeah. There was nothing of interest in the cellar, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Damn.
What do you want to do with Endress?
She's coming with us.
Check in with Endress. Make sure she's up to date on hey, this is the situation. We're now able to leave in a couple of days.
Yeah, because Endress had been doing a bunch of investigation on traps and stuff like that, the pyramids, because that was the kind of information I'd asked her to look into.
So you're gonna teleport, and then you're gonna wait a couple days for Endress to come.
Why do we have to
Oh,
wait a couple
no,
days?
no.
We're shoving Raptor in a bag and bringing Endress with
Oh,
us.
right. Sorry,
Yeah,
you're putting Raptor in a bag.
That hypothetical was just if we forgot about Endress. If we
Yes. Right.
remember about Endress, we don't have to do it that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we're
I
shoving Raptor
got
in
you
a bag
now.
and then bringing Endress with us. So
Perfect. Okay. Well, she's very well rested because she did not join on your escapade, so she's cool to head out when you guys are ready to head out. Irasil and Desric throw a big feast for you guys before you leave in
Aw.
thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, they consider you part of the family. You might not be huggers, but Desric is a bit of a hugger, so if you just tell him to back off, he will, but if you don't,
Naroke
he'll
will give him a big hug.
Right on.
Like, I imagine they'll, like, come up to Naroke. Naroke will, like, give him a big hug, pick him up, turn, set him down in front of Nick, and then like, bring on.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, and you do your shopping for sure. Add rations as need be. I trust you guys to remove the coin from your inventory. And if there's nothing else, I think that's where we're going to end tonight's session before starting on the traveling to the desert.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay. Yep. Hey, thanks guys. I got to stop making mares because you just get them basically lynched by the town.
No, see, here's the thing. You need to stop making mayors who are assholes.
That's true. Okay, the next mayor is going to be a stand-up lady or something.
I can't wait till some sort of, like, noble or king tries to screw us over. That'll be a fun day.
It's like, we will completely crash the local, like, hierarchy. Just out of spite.
And the economy.
And the economy.
Yeah, thanks for bearing with me while I try to figure out your guys' weird plans for, we're going to march into the center of town and make sure you get everyone there for the big reveal.
It's good times. Our
Kind of your
still
MO.
blood free.
Yeah, because you went around freaking spare the dying or whatever on all those people.
Yep.
I was so sure that this was going to be the session where you finally kill a person and then Naroke leaves a weapon with them.
Nope, not yet.
Alright, well, I'll see if I can break that streak in the future.
Watch, at the end of the campaign, Naroke will have left 5 weapons, 1 in the chest of each of the heroes of the Shard.
Poetic. Alright, so to my lovely players, thank you so much for going along with this. To anyone that was watching,
Thank you to the DM for putting up with all our random bullshit.
Thank you, DM. We had a lot of fun.
No problem. Happy to do it. Glad to get back into it. Just brush the dust off and remember what's going on, because it's been a hot minute.
Our party is.
Well, yeah, I was busy with work and then some internet stuff, but a week from now we have Giggles session where we're continuing on in the ruins.
The Temple of Sarai.
Temple of Sarai, thank you. 2 weeks from now, we will be back where the team is theoretically teleporting to the Morid Desert to find another artifact.
Unless we get distracted.
Which I'm counting on it.
First time.
Okay. To anyone watching, thank you. To the players, thank you so much for dealing with this. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.